after dark. Bass echo in the tunnels. Vatos locos. You already know. Loca, vato loco, come chill with the crew. Couple wild cholos, yeah, we breaking the rules. Down in the crib where the echoes all boom. Trying through the LCU, make a legend real soon. Make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon. Make a legend real soon. Loca, vato locos, candle low, lights dim. Laughing at the world while the walls cave in. From the shadows to the stage, yeah, we all break through. Crib door slam, screaming LCU. Posted in the crib where the air stay cold. Concrete dreams and the stories get bold. Graffiti on the walls, time stuck on pause. Laugh track bouncing off the outlaw laws. TechProtect with the circus on lock. Brain wild like a glitch in the block. Talking big plans, scheming real loud. Laugh now, cry, let the whole room go proud. P.O. rolling in, combo sharp. Eyes like a spark in the middle of dark. Every word land heavy, every bar got weight. Underground kings, yeah, we tempting fate. Loca, vato loco, come chill with the crew. Couple wild cholos, yeah, we breaking the rules. Down in the crib where the echoes all boom. Tryna throw the LCU, make a legend real soon. Loca, vato locos. Shadows on the wall from the jokes to the chaos. Yeah, we love it all. Hands up, fists high, screaming who's who. Whole crib chanting back LCU. Late night laughter, echo chamber vibes. Memes turn myth when the moment arrives. They said we fade, we just multiply. Turn side Alex into battle cries. Crib so loud with the bassline hum. Old school soul with the snap of a drum. Culture stitched in the rhyme and the tone. Brown pride pulse in the mirror and bone. No gold chains, but the weight still heavy. Truth in the jokes, yeah, the edge stay ready. From throwaway laughs to a flag we flew. Turn low in the legend as LCU. Candles flicker, walls breathe. Hold the ground move when the beat hit freeze. Laugh through the madness, dance with the doom. Every step echo boom, boom, boom. Loca, vato loco, come chill with the crew.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Breaking the rules down in the crib where they
got some vatos locos going.
I hear it in the living room because I didn't turn off the big TV in the living room.
Loca, vatos locos.
Stay raw from the crib to the cloud, breaking every law. Say it real loud if you know it's true. What the local forever.
LCU. Bam 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 bam. TechProtect. P.O. Who's that guy? Who is P.O.? Who knows?
LCU till the lights go out.
Hello. We are back at it again. Let me get the cameras up. 3, 2, 1. Big reveal. Who's this with us? Hello. Good morning. Am I muted? Hello.
No, I hear. Well, I hear you.
Oh, good morning to you, Cat Lady. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are ya?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am very mixed emotioned. Jaffe, are you?
Oh.
How are you feeling? Are you mixed emotioned?
Me?
Yeah. How you feeling?
I am tired as shit, dude. I am fucking tired.
Oh.
Me too.
like
But
it.
you got home from the event yesterday, and you went straight to playing video games. It was that one desert game, huh? What's it called?
Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. You're like a teenager, Jaffe. You're like, oh, I'm done with my chores. It's time to game. And I remember it was like, what, 1 a.m. almost, and you were just like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed eventually.
You know what's fun though?
Yeah.
I still have Denny's from last night.
I don't know. One second. Okay.
Are we doing a show?
Yeah,
Show.
sorry.
Good
I'm
morning.
modding at the same time. 1 second. You got somebody doing stuff in here.
Oh no, I didn't know you guys could hear me.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. There we go. Got
There
it.
is a show coming today, folks. The show's coming your way. At some point. God damn. Man, we saw my dead dog yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember that, Tech?
Yeah, we did. We did go out and do a viewing for the dog yesterday. It was interesting. You know, I did a viewing for my mom some years back. Not the same. Okay, for my mom, it was it was a big presentation. They did her makeup. I'm pretty sure they had like it was essentially like Beanie Babies, but like inside her mouth. Because after a couple days, the body starts to transform. And I didn't get to see my mom until about a week after she had passed. So they had to refill her body. So she had stuff in her stomach. She had stuff in her face. Are we disconnected? Oh, we are, and that's because we don't have fiber. No fiber. So I forgot. We do that sometimes. Are we back? Hello? Hello?
No. You got to get more fiber in your diet.
Yeah, we had no fiber. All right, so we're back. Oh, you know what? Let me do something real quick. This is gonna be just for everybody. Unfortunately, we have to go members only. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, members only for a little bit. Love you guys. Love you so much. Give us a moment for this. I'll talk about it. Anyways, my mom was stuffed. They played music, right?
She was stuffed.
Yeah. So
how long was she dead before you got to visit the body?
I think it was like 9 days.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And well, when she died, she had passed away, and no one knew she passed away.
Was
right?
she boring?
It took 2 days for someone to find my mom. So there was a difference, Yeah. So anyways, we go see Ace yesterday, and they wheeled him out on a gurney, and he looked just like he did before.
We were warned.
Oh yeah, we called in to prepare this, right? We're like, hey, we want to come down and do the viewing.
Final, because he'd been in the freezer for a while.
For like a couple days, and the lady at the front was like, "All right, but be prepared. He's gonna look grotesque. Okay, he's gonna look scary. He's not gonna look the same. It's gonna be traumatizing. It's gonna be a terrible thing to look at." And so everyone is like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can go through that. If he's gonna look so," I think they used the word decrepit at one point.
None of us wanted to go except Sarah.
Yeah, but she still wanted to go, so we set up the appointment. We head out, and I say, I'll go in the room with you. So me and Sarah are the only ones that go to look at the dog.
And we're all there.
Yeah, where the Jaffe and the rest of the family is in the waiting room, the lobby. But we get to see the dog. The dog looks identical to how he looked when he was like just sleeping at the house. Oh. Right? He looked the same exact dog. And we realized what probably happened. The vet office just thought our dog was ugly. They just thought like, oh, what a fucking ugly looking dog. Its face is all sunken in. He's just an old man, all right, and he has some loose skin on his cheeks. But they were just like, what an ugly fucking dog.
This dog is so terrible, guys. I need you to know that this ugly as hell fucking dog, and prepare yourself to look at it. Because a lot of people are upset by seeing a loved one in this condition. And you're like, oh no, he looks exactly the same as when he was alive.
I mean, he was under a blanket, so I only saw his head. Because I know his body was stiff, his leg was sticking out, but we didn't have to see any of that. But I will say, I thought, I really was happy that we went last night. Because, the day we had to put him down Friday was so long, and we got there at like 5 p.m, went home at 2:30 in the morning. And so when you finally say goodbye to this dog after an exhausting day, even though you feel like you've been present, you're exhausted. So to go last night when you had your wits about you and really be able to be with that, his dead dog, but he smelled like he used to smell. He was soft. And it was actually a really good way to say goodbye and kind of have some closure within reason. So yeah, I'm glad my daughter insisted on going because it was really her call because she was at fat camp when the dog died. And so it was good. And then we went to Denny's
Yep.
and we had Life tell us, "You motherfuckers lost a dog. The waitress had her son die
Oh
10
yeah.
years ago."
What a
And it's like, sit
what a
down, Jaffe, eat your fucking pancakes and stop complaining, you dumb old fat bitch.
So we
Okay.
go to this Denny's, right? And every time we've gone to this Denny's, we've had a great time. But we have this one waitress, very eccentric, very like funny, very like, oh my gosh, you guys like this? Oh, there's a great deal. You can do this. And by the way, if you do this and this and this, and you change this, by the way, I'll give you the 55 plus menu. Don't worry about it. She's a cool lady. But this time, she was still happy, but she was like, there's some people here are kind of weird, blah, blah. And for some reason, Jeffy, I don't know what sparked it, but she just
It was
comes.
you asking, "Are you sure this coffee's free?"
Oh yeah, okay. So, I get a coffee, and she's like, sweetheart, do you want to go? And I was like, is that allowed? Because in my head, I thought she was gonna give me the glass mug that they have at the fucking Denny's. I was like, they're gonna just let me take this home? Okay, fuck it, if that's allowed. Then she comes back with a paper cup, and then we're shooting the shit. And she's like, yeah, my gay son died. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's go into this conversation. But she sat in the booth next to us. There was not that many customers around, so she took like a break. And she's like, yeah, my son got sick one day, went to the hospital. We informed the hospital of his allergies. It's all throughout his medical records. He's allergic to morphine, and they gave him morphine. And, poor kid died, like, I guess, he was like 31, but she was an older lady. I guess she was saying something about, like, legally she couldn't sue them or hold them accountable because there was, like, a time frame of responsibility. Yeah. Like, the morphine killed him after, like, over 5 hours. And if it doesn't kill him within 2, then like there's some other malpractice thing.
What a moral injustice. Oh God.
Yeah.
She said they gave him the morphine at midnight. If he had died by 2, they could sue him, the hospital. But because he died at 5 a.m., they couldn't sue. Anyway, so that was the universe going, yeah, sorry you lost your dog. Sit down, you fucker.
Yeah.
Although it was a good experience, and then suddenly my kids and my ex-wife were getting up and hugging this lady, and I'm like, shit, do I have to hug her? Were you thinking that, Jack? Because Sarah gets up like when she's about to leave and says, "Can I give you a hug?"
Yeah,
and she's like, "Of course." And so my daughter goes to hug her, and then my son's like, "I want to give you a hug," and my son is not a very touchy-feely kind of guy, and he's just like, "I want to give you a hug." And then my ex-wife stands up and I want to give you a hug. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's just me and Tech left. I hope to God she, because I don't know what if am I expected to hug this woman? It was a very Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm moment.
Yeah.
Like, no hug. Were you thinking that as well, Tech? Like,
I was preparing to be like, I would hug you, but I'm autistic. Like I was preparing myself to give like something. Because like, oh no, sorry.
I don't have any legs or something. I probably would have just said something like that too.
I have no legs.
I don't have any legs.
You can see your legs.
I know, but I would have probably just fucked up and said something like that anyway. I don't know.
I have some news for the audience. Keemstar yesterday at 5:55 p.m. local time dropped an announcement. Here it is right here. All LCU streams Monday through Friday must have their chats on members only. On the weekends, you can open up the chat for the Grays. We have to start giving the people that are actually members, spending their hard-earned money supporting our shows, more of a voice. What do you think about that, Jaffe?
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's fucking
honestly,
stupid.
I mean, we've had this conversation when we were doing other streams as well. I mean, I think it's smart. I think ultimately, here's what I'll say. I mean, you're getting okay, I'm going to call it entertainment. I don't know if it's entertainment, but you're getting free content for whatever you do with it. And if you pay and you pay $10, you get to be in the Discord and call into these shows and all that. And if you pay anything, I guess you get to chat in the chat. So it does incentivize and it does reward people that are spending money. So intellectually, 100% I get it. The one challenge when it comes to YouTube is, of course, engagement. And the grays allow the algorithm to be fed more frequently. And in that, maybe the shows to get promoted and supported. So as long as whoever is looking at the analytics says, we know we're going to take a hit there, but we're going to gain a hit here, then I think it's fine. But I understand the intellectual choice behind it. But I think you have to balance it with the value of the algorithm and what you lose. And I don't have that data.
Yeah, the issue I have with it is, from my understanding with like YouTube analytics, your channel's recommendation rate to new users is heavily influenced by chat interaction, whether that's comments post live, whether that's chats currently while live, the like button, the share. I want to say it makes up between 20 and 40% of like the weighted value of whether or not YouTube will recommend this to someone of a similar demographic of content consumption. And so locking up the grays, by the way, makes our chat rate go from 26 a minute to 9. Right? We are cutting ourselves down at the knee to a third of what we would be getting for engagement. And the idea of saying like, oh well, it's because the people that pay should get something else. I've said this idea to you before. People pay you in their attention. Giving a show 2 hours of your morning is a huge ask.
It's very rare somebody gives 2 hours.
Well, no.
Regardless,
just like I know, there's chatters that will be here for the full 2 hours. They're watching the entire show. Yeah. There is 80% of the viewers that have never left a comment ever. 80% of them never chatted, never commented, but have watched us, for the whole year, for months and months and months. So the idea of turning off the chat for the grays, I hate the idea. I think it's dumb. There has to be some fucking alternative motive. Someone said Hugbox earlier. That's what it feels like. It's like, we don't like the opinions that are coming in. I don't like going into those chats and seeing all that.
But I don't know what Keemstar's motivation is. Honestly, I saw what his tweet was, but we also saw what was happening at the beginning of this stream that Cat Lady had to solve for us, right? And that was and that maybe that's where this is coming from. For all we know, this is becoming
a problem.
The more you open up the universe, because like there's a whole wonderful influx, and I think it's almost nothing but positive coming from like Girl World, right? And I won't say Girl World, I'm saying Girl World because I'm 54, fuck you. But maybe, and I'm not saying it's coming from that group, but I'm saying the more people come in, the more you open yourself up to sort of people who might be doing bad shit like we saw this morning. So you got to balance it. But I can tell you this. Since I've started streaming, I interact with the chat. It's part of the show for me. Right. Mm-hmm. And so if I see a fun comment that comes in, I don't care what color your name is, if I can use it to make the show, at least in my opinion, more interesting, I'm going to use it. And so we are losing that. But, look, it's not, I as much as it might feel like an easy answer, as someone who has run my own streams and been here for a while as well, there's reasons, and they're not all based on just like, we want to make more money. Although that's not a bad reason, but it's not the only reason. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, y'all get paid yet?
Death Metal Symphony says it doesn't matter either way. Yeah, most LCU hosts don't respond to great. Yeah, but I do.
I do.
So
yeah,
we respond. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'm on a show with Gidgy. She talks to every single comment that's made there.
Yeah. You're also, you're also with her when she's like the highest, most fucking zoinked out host I've ever seen ever at that time of night. Jeff, have you ever seen Rebels?
He was always the same at 5 too. I mean, let's not lie. Okay. It was just how it works.
Yeah,
She's gonna talk, and if I don't stop her and be like, Gidgy, shut the fuck up, then I'm not gonna get a turn, and every single chat is going to be read out loud.
Yeah. So I was hoping I was gonna get paid today. I saw the direct deposit thing was like it paid. It went through, completed. And I'm looking at my bank like, come on, motherfucker, I need to buy some new shit.
French fries. You need French fries.
No, I'm not Fupa. That's someone else. It's probably a cup of noodles. What else was it? Oh, Jaffe, you're tired. I'm tired. Right? You're tired because you can't stop playing video games.
Well, it's been a long week for me, but yeah, sure, fine, that'll work.
I'm tired because I went to sleep like 4 separate times last night, and I unfortunately had the same dream happen every time, and it kept waking me up.
Which was what?
It's gonna sound awful, but the dream was we were at the vet's office like we were yesterday.
No.
Right? Ace is there. Right?
No.
No one else is there from the family. It's just me, Ace. Right?
Listen.
And some guy comes in and starts beating Ace, like the dead body of the dog.
Jesus.
And
This
like
did not go the direction I thought it was gonna go.
No, I don't know if there's some symbolism in this like weird dreamscape.
Well, yeah, of course.
But and I can't stop the guy from beating the dog. He's a big fucking dude. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then I'd wake up and I was like, what is going on? And I went to the bathroom. I washed my face, went back to bed. Same fucking dream. Same fucking guy. He looked like like a white guy version of The Rock.
So here's what I'll tell you. The best theory I've ever heard about dream analysis that at least, and there's no way to know, but or the most useful version of dream analysis is that you are every character in your dream, right? So you are the guy, part of you represents the guy coming in and beating Ace. My guess is this probably has something to do with guilt. But I wouldn't know because it's not my dream. And obviously because I think you're beating Ace, you're mourning Ace. You're both those characters. So there was something about being there yesterday that maybe you're feeling guilty about, whether it's that you couldn't get Sarah home in time to be there when he was alive, whether it was, or whether it was that, maybe you feel bad that everything worked out last night. Maybe you were trying to talk Sarah out of going because you were worried the dog would be grotesque because that's what they told us. Maybe you were hungry and because you're fat, you wanted to eat the dog last night and you feel guilty about that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was a
Really terrible
awful
dream.
experience.
Yeah.
I maybe slept a total of like fucking 3 hours last night.
What about this? You seen this story about helicopters flying over Kid Rock's house and the army's investigating now?
No, but tell me. That's
I've been seeing the headline.
Kid Rock is he the white guy? Who's Chris Rock?
He's the guy who got slapped at the Oscars by Will Smith.
Okay, Chris Rock's the comedian.
Chris Rock's a fucking funny guy. Yeah, Kid Rock is funny because holy shit, I didn't know people were that stupid.
Kid Rock is where the Pilgrims landed.
Yeah, Kid Rock does have a couple good songs, but that's
Plymouth Rock. Okay, that's Plymouth.
The pro-Trump musicians saluted a pair of Apache attack helicopters, which appeared to be the same ones that flew low over the No Kings rally in Nashville. So there were Apache helicopters that flew over the No Kings protest, which is pretty fucking bad. But it says the Army has begun an inquiry into videos that show a pair of Apache helicopters hovering near Kid Rock's residence. It was the same that were the ones at the No Kings. Kid Rock posted a video on social media. One video shows him waving and saluting. I don't know what they're suggesting is, my biggest thing that I'm offended by is that you're sending Apache helicopters over a fucking protest, a peaceful protest.
Okay.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah, this
Whatever.
the story had
it
nothing.
sounds like they're rogue helicopters. I mean, like if the White
they're
House
not
is
yet right.
investigating it, then it's not Trump and them sending it out. It's somebody who's somehow has access to a pair of Apache helicopters.
Well, I do think it's
Like
Trump.
Chris
They are
Rock.
military helicopters. I think what it probably was is that they flew over Kid Rock's house, and maybe they're like, dude, you're military helicopters. You don't do public appearances because it's Kid Rock and you like All Summer Long and whatever his other hit was, right? You get your ass back to base after you're done with your mission. So that's my assumption is that's what they are. That's what they're investigating. But it is a little weird. But I'm more offended that they're sending attack helicopters over American fucking protest is what I would say. But
I'm in Texas, and when that was going on, a lot of people, like every article, like saying that it was just going to happen, informational articles, you would see comments and everything, and people were just like, oh God, don't these people have jobs and stuff? And I'm just, whether you
a lot of them
agree
don't
with it or
anymore.
not.
Welcome to Trump's America. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Well, but whether you agree with it or not, I mean, like, is that not one of like the primary purposes of being American? One of our greatest privileges?
They
How
don't
can we be
know
mad at that?
because they don't know anything. A lot of these morons didn't take a civics class, or if they did, it was terribly taught to them. They're fucking idiots. They don't really care about being American. They don't really care about what it means to be an American. They don't really care about the fundamentals, the ideals of the country and the Constitution. They care about waving the flag, listening to Toby Keith, and going, I'm American and I like lib tears. And it's like, okay, but you're a fucking moron, is what I would say.
Wow. It's just annoying. I mean, the last wave of it was kids who were protesting, I guess, ICE or something like that. And then you've got an article about kids, trying to participate in their civic duties and stuff like that. And then you've got all of these adult people who are like, man, them fucking kids should be in school. Like, who the hell even... They need to get the cops and round them up and send them back in. Shit. Drop them kids out of school. They obviously don't...
There's a school shooter out there that we're not going to take care of that needs some target practice. What the hell they're doing on the street? They need to be back in the goddamn cafeteria.
Yeah. So, helicopters, No Kings protests. Ace passed away. It's been a hell of a week, Jaffe. Would you say this March has been one of the most eventful marches you've had in a couple years?
Cup of noodles.
No, your daughter gets engaged, your dog dies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Thanks, appreciate that. That's fucking.
Look, the engagement hasn't. It's not that it hasn't hit me. It's that nothing has changed. I mean, we go out last night. We're at Denny's. I assume that's what it's going to be like when you're married.
Yeah,
that's what it was like before you were married. That's what it's like when you're engaged. So I'm just like,
that the engagement had such little impact that when Ace,
a terrible thing to say, but it's the truth.
when Ace was passing away, you get on the phone with your father-in-law, right, your ex-father-in-law, and you're going over the memories of the dog and how he's looking and what he's going through. And I remember you telling me yesterday that call ended, and then you and your ex-wife were like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell Grandpa that Sarah's engaged." And that's all. It's the first call we're having with them, and it's just been, "Oh yeah, the dog," and it's like,
well, it really wasn't so much about we weren't telling him you guys got engaged. It was more we were trying to talk to him about, is Sarah coming home? How are they getting home? They're driving.
Yeah.
It was more of a practical conversation because we were worried, and it wasn't a phone call like that.
Yeah,
And
I
so
mean,
the minute we hung up, it was like, oh shit. And then it was, he's in Florida, so it's like 3 hours ahead. Anyway, but yeah, it's been a March. I mean, that's true. I'm looking forward to April. April's a good month. It's my birthday month, which makes me happy. And there's also there's something happening. There's a great game coming out at the end of April. I'm excited about. There's a huge summer movie season, which I'm fucking thrilled about.
oh,
I love the movie. Yeah,
and the
yeah.
family has shown interest in watching some college baseball games come the new season.
Thank God. Softball. I like college
Softball.
softball better than baseball. Because I do, because if you watched highlight clips of softball, and I don't know what it is about softball. My only guess, the biggest guess is either women have to try harder because they're women and we're
Okay. All
still
right.
enough of a misogynistic country that's the truth. But it also could be that they know they don't have a real career, so they can be a bit more reckless. But whatever it is, in the sense that, like, if you're a college baseball player, you're hoping to get into the MLB possibly. So you're not going to be out there part of being a professional athlete, I assume, is giving it your all and also going, I need to balance the fact that I can't fuck my instrument up, which is my body, so I can't do some crazy shit.
True. Jeffy,
I don't know what the motivation is. All I can tell you is the softball highlight reels. These women do some crazy fucking shit. It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters playing basketball, but it's real.
But it's
And I'm
softball,
like,
yeah. But I'm gonna take a step away. Cat Lady, our beautiful, amazing guest, is here. I'm gonna let you guys have
tell
a
me
little
you're not
conversation.
going to the bathroom though.
I'm going to take a fat shit. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Last night, it was like
Oh God, not this. Go
an
ahead.
emergency.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's driving home, and he's like, he's like, the minute we get home, no one talk to me. I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, are you prairie dog? And he goes, oh, I wish I was prairie dog, and it's all liquid. I'm like, oh my God, dude. And so he's walking in and he's like a little penguin, and Sarah's laughing because she's like, oh, he's doing the I have to poop walk so it doesn't come out. I didn't know there was that much shit that could be in the human body. What else? He didn't eat anything between last night when he got home and this morning. So what the fuck's left? You gonna poop out a fucking kidney? What are you doing? I don't understand.
I'm guessing you've never experienced like magnesium citrazine or anything like that, right?
Well, I wanted to. And I was young and I didn't have the money for magnesium
It's not like
citrusine.
that. You could get it at Walmart off the shelf for $2, Jeffy.
Well,
okay?
I was very broke at the time and I needed the money. And so I sucked off a hobo in the back of the Target, and I got very sick. But the good thing about it is now if I ever need a stick in a bag, I have a whole closet full of sticks and bags.
And
right
I'm
now.
telling you, it'll solve it.
Man, you are.
What is happening?
You are.
I don't know. It keeps going like, what a something young man you are. Is this a troll?
Go see, is that light red or blue? Discord's crashing. Oh, okay. It's Discord.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so it's not the internet, it's the Discord is crashing for some reason.
I don't know.
Can you hear me, cat lady?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about. You're talking about magnesium sulfate in your butthole or
Citrazine.
something.
Citrazine. No, you drink it. You drink it.
Okay.
And it will solve all of your stoppage and blockage problems.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any stoppage and blockage, but
Yeah.
Tech might. Tech might.
You will be liquid pooping your ancestors and everything
Oh
else in
my.
between. Yeah, it'll clean you out.
Okay, well that's good then. I like it. I like it. But no, we were, I'll tell you something. And I think ladies get colonoscopies too, don't they? I know they
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
And we've
fun
talked
times.
about this before. Well, it is a fun time. The drugs you get now for that are delightful.
You got
Uh,
drugs?
oh, my little friend, I got delightful drugs. And I was so disappointed because the guy said, "You're clean. We'll see you in 5 years." And I'm like, no, 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 no. I want to be back tomorrow. I got propofol, which is what killed Michael Jackson. And it was the prep was not a problem at all. You go in and they give you drugs and you're like, dude, you can stick a fucking elephant up my ass. I really don't care. I feel great. And the best part is when you come out the other side and you've got like a 2 hour euphoria of the drug trip. And yeah, speaking of, I'm excited to see the Michael Jackson movie. I
Absolutely.
like Michael Jackson.
I like Michael Jackson. I think it's really heartbreaking to think of the last 10 years of his life and between,
Oh,
medical depression and the pressure of having billions of people think that you are
a pedophile.
a pedophile. And I mean, it just seems so awful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I imagine, especially for him, who clearly, built not just his brand, but he clearly was a very sensitive guy.
Hmm.
Because, like I said this on the show for some reason. We were talking about Michael Jackson the other day, and I was like, I'll never know. But the more I hear, the less I think he was a pedophile. And again, I don't know if this is true, but assuming he wasn't, yeah, you're right. What a terrible thing to have to suffer when you're like, dude, all I'm trying to do is be kind to kids and give them a place to go when they're sick. And, but, so I was and remain a fan, and I want to see the movie, but he was on propofol and he died. And that must have been really hard. You're right. To sort of have a lot of people call him that.
And I mean, there's nowhere to hide when you're Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he did try once. I remember once he disguised himself as a white guy and went to Vegas, which was pretty funny. But the other thing about Michael Jackson is, he also did play a character of Michael Jackson because you have seen him before break voice character.
Hmm.
His voice was not always like, this was his. I'm Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. And then when he would talk to other people, and it wouldn't be like low and bassy or anything, but it was, there was an affection that he did, or affectation that he did, to his voice as the persona of Michael Jackson. So I don't know. What are we talking about? I'm so tired. It doesn't matter. You are now speaking to Jaffe's subconscious. His consciousness has gone offline. At this point, things are about to get very, very dangerous. Uh, because I'll
Let me
say
make
any
this a
goddamn
little
thing.
bit about me.
Yes, please.
I didn't finish streaming and going to bed. I finished streaming at like 4:30 in the morning and I finally fell asleep about 5.
Yeah.
And then I got up at 6:30 and helped get the kids 6:30, 7 o'clock, helped get the kids ready and drove them all around town to drop them at their various schools. So, I'm not going to lie to you. Don't let this veneer confuse you. I'm fucking tired. But I'm also a narcoleptic, so I kind of live on the edge of always being tired, right? Like I'm one pill away from taking a nap at any time.
Well, not to anybody. Everybody's one pill away from taking a nap. I mean, I'm one pill away from taking a shit or dying. But if you don't need the pill, then you're narcoleptic. Are you actually diagnosed as a
Yes.
narcoleptic person?
Yes. Like I
Do
have
you so
legal
you
amphetamines.
so if you take no medicine,
Uh-huh.
you could
Uh-huh.
just fall asleep right now on this show? They're like, yeah,
Yes.
that's what the audience is doing, Jaffe. Shut up.
Well, I mean,
Um,
the first month I was here or something, or I don't know. There was a period of time where actually the medications that I use are specially compounded. Like you have to have a special certificate as a pharmacist to be able to compound them, right?
Mm.
And the pharmacist who'd been doing mine for years, died. So I had to find somebody. It's like a really specialty certificate because I basically take amphetamines, and you
I
know,
do, yeah. But
there
so
was a period
you
of
would just be
time
sitting driving your car without these, and you could be like,
that would happen. I would never get in a car if I didn't have my medication. I would never get
right,
behind the wheel because
right.
that is very much a possibility. I could be sweeping the floor and fall asleep.
Now, would you dream? Is it a normal sleep state, or it's
No,
a different kind of sleep?
it's a different kind of sleep state. You aren't aware that you go to sleep. It's very
Yeah,
startling when people awake me, right, from passing out.
right.
And
Okay.
I mean, it's just a very different thing. Like that time passes and you have no acknowledgement of it.
Weird, man. Well, that's good you're on meds for it now.
I'm on
Can
so
you
many meds.
imagine? What's that?
I'm on so many meds.
Well, I am too. Um, I have so many. I feel like an old woman. I feel like my mom towards the end. I have so many fucking pills, and it's not like it's vitamin D, or it's ADD, but it's still just a lot of fucking pills. You should get off the. Okay, I can see the people typing now. You can get off the pills, Jeffy. You don't need any of them.
You don't need them.
Get some fruit and some exercise, and watch Joe Rogan, and you'll be fine.
Smoke one apple a day.
Speaking about
all diseases go away.
Speaking about Joe Rogan and exercise, and you don't need it. I want to say thank you to our generous donators for today. We've had one donator. No, my most heartfelt condolences, Jaffe. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. We appreciate that.
That was
Very, very
34 minutes ago.
Well, because look,
Been a little depressing.
Everyone's
depressing
we're all
show.
broke. We're all broke today. It's okay.
Yeah,
Death,
it's 'cause all
death,
you fuckers
death.
spend all your
Poop, poop, poop.
Yeah, we're
spend all your
sad
fucking
and
money at
grossed out.
fat camp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is what it was. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, let's. Look. The internet hobo comes and goes as he wants. The internet hobo is not gone. He's just today. He may or may not make an appearance. You don't know when he's coming out to say hello. But he may show. I don't think he's showing up today. You never fucking know.
Never know.
And I've also been, I don't know if they're going to go anywhere, but I do remember, I've been thinking about some new shows that I might pitch for the LCU. So I've been doing that. So that's been taking some time, and I think they could be cool. But the problem is, yeah, you're right. We're not making any money today. People are like, yeah, you're not entertaining today. You shut up. You sit down and you take your fucking medicine, which is called, what is the show called?
Crypt.
LolCow.
Into your wallet.
What is this, the goddamn show? What is this
Crypt.
thing called? Crypt.
Crypt.
You take your goddamn LolCow Crypt medicine.
Can I can I suggest a show idea for you?
I don't sure.
Okay, the show's premise is called LolCow Cosplay and Pray. And the idea is it's a once a week show where the hosts have to dress up like employees at a certain event or a restaurant or whatever and try to blend in as long as possible. You're going to pretend to fall asleep, kill yourself.
I have narcolepsy.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking nice. Not
It's
offensive
contagious.
at all. Anyways,
I'm listening.
You record them IRL trying to blend into a certain situation. So it's like a concert, they pretend to be like a security guard. If it's like let's say it's like an Olive Garden, they're like the waitress. They have to show up in uniform and see how long they can stay hidden in their cosplay.
That's pitch number one. Let's do pitch number two, and we'll have the audience vote. I think that could be fun. The problem is you're always going to be at the mercy of your editing because, not every episode's going to be a winner. But maybe that's fine if the hosts are engaging, even if they suck. But
yeah, I mean, if you don't get like a good like one single take, right? Then it's a once a week thing. So you just record another event like, I pretended to be a college student at the local university,
So it would just be a video? Like an uploaded
But yeah,
video, not live?
it'd be a video, but they could do live events.
Hmm.
Yeah, they could try to do live events. But once a week show, LCU, LolCow cosplay and pray.
Okay.
Huh.
All right, Jaffe, your pitch.
I have a couple, but I have two that I'm noodling with. One is called remote. One is called remote controlled Eric, and it's basically we put a GoPro on Eric, and we have 2 hours, and people just vote to control his life. Right. So if he goes out, if he has to order food, every decision he makes, he has to do. And people donate money for him to do things, right? It's literally like there was a movie called Ed, I think, once where the guy just it's almost like the Truman Show meets Ed, but you're making it interactive. That, or, and I'm not kidding, it would be called two hot girls in bikinis watching video game trailers. So it would be just
That has
hot
some
chicks reading video game news and watching really cool video game trailers, and that's it.
Now that
I
has
don't-
some real merit.
Yeah.
That has some real merit here.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. So, how do we
no
do
explanation
a
necessary for that one.
vote? Okay.
But in the
The
chat,
polls are up.
go ahead and submit your vote for the poll. Hannah G says, "Can you guys be nice today?" We're all dealing with some shit. No,
Or
the
we're not.
chat. She's asking the chat if they can be nice because we're all dealing with some shit.
Mm.
Can we vote for none? No. Negative choice.
Fuck
Make
you,
it-
idiot. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
If you haven't made a choice, you still have made a choice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jaffe wants to get another dog. What do you guys think, chat?
Oh my God, I want another dog so bad. If my mother-in-law hadn't come this weekend and showed me the dog that she bought for my niece, I wouldn't be like, I gotta get another fucking dog. But I need another fucking dog. My dog passed in October. It is just now time. And I
Yeah.
keep going to places where like they take pictures of pets for adoption. And I keep showing my husband, I'm like, doesn't this dog look nice? Doesn't this dog look nice? Because look, he won't agree that we need a dog, but I figure if I annoy the shit out of him and then give him a really good blowjob one night, he's gonna be like, you know what? You're right. We need a dog.
I can tell you, Jaffe, from experience, it works. That works. That is a tactic that women have had in their back pocket for generations.
I don't know. I've never, no, I don't think so. I think if you're, do you not try every time you give a blowjob to make it a really good blowjob? Like you consciously say,
There's like I'm just gonna use my mouth for lubrication before we have sex blowjobs, where it's like, here's a good like 5 minutes of like, let's get it good and hard and wet.
wet, yeah.
But then there's the like 15-20 minutes of like laborious like every detail and like, hey, there's no wall back there, buddy. Let's go.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
blowjobs can be categorized like hurricanes. All right, like there's the entry level, like maybe you could just close your door. Okay, you put your car in the driveway, you'll be fine. And then there's the if your fucking windows are not boarded up, you're fucked. Okay, if you're not already like elevated like 15 feet off the fucking waterway, your
That's
shit's
fair.
flooded.
That's fair.
Anyways, Jaffe, Niley says for 5 Canadian, Jaffe cakes.
Jaffe cakes. Have you tried Fallout 76? I have played it a little bit. I'm not a big kind of MMO guy, but I liked what I played. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. But it's, remote control Eric is number 1. Two hot girls watching game trailers is number 2. Cosplay and pray is number 3. So yeah, we'll see.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hell of a blow. But yeah, getting another dog. What is with today's show? Today's show is really bad, you guys.
It's me. It's the ADHD, AUD.
No,
I have
No. We're all
I'm-
ADHD here. Me and Jaffe are
We're all
just
tired.
sad and
Let's-
tired.
Let's lock in. Let's be.
Do you want to try?
pros and
You want
speak
to
action.
trade setups real quick? You want to come sit here
No.
and I'll sit over there?
Not at all.
Maybe that'll
Not in
get
any
us
way.
motivated. You can wear my shirt and I'll wear your shirt.
Yeah, because you've probably been farting up a storm in that fucking chair.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, fuck you, Jaffe. Those ideas suck, says Icy Jelly. You came up with a genius game ideas, and this is the best you got. Remote control, Eric. Get the fuck out.
I
Okay,
would
Icy
love
Jelly.
remote
You
control, Eric.
fuck. Yeah.
I would.
Just
Shut
think
up,
that
whore.
Eric would crash out just like constantly, like, brush your teeth, Eric, $5. And he'd be like, and he'd,
Yeah,
like,
maybe
go off
Eric's the
screen.
wrong guy for it. Maybe, yeah.
Who,
Maybe
if-
what you really need is to gamify it, right? You need two different people trying to achieve the same thing within the 2-hour time. So one group controls person A and one group controls person B. And so can person A, I don't know, go to the store and buy these 3 embarrassing items before person B does, or what? I don't know. You have to come up with
No,
but
it's,
I think
it's perfect. But I think it's like you have a main goal set up by a producer for the episode.
Yeah.
Let's say it's
Yeah.
Lacey versus Eric, right? And they have to go to Walmart, buy a deck of cards, and do a 4-story high House of Cards tower, right, in the Walmart. But you got to donate for things like Eric smack the House of Cards, right? Or
Right.
$20. Ask the next cashier if they could help you build the house.
or scream out just like I'm a baby, come change my diaper.
Yeah, that
Right,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
gamification of it, that would make it that'd be a success.
But the problem is you've got it's also a lawsuit waiting to happen, right? I mean, you gotta kind of figure out
Lawsuits are temporary, Jaffe.
as long as Keemstar takes the burden of the lawsuit. I mean, you're not going to have them do anything dangerous, but you got to make sure that they're,
From what I understand, you
doing
could just
something
type
fun.
some stuff on a Google sheet and just make them sign it, right? And that's like an NDA, and then they can't do anything.
No, because the problem isn't the fact
Yeah.
that you may win or lose a lawsuit. The problem is you can sue anyone for anything, which means you're going to be tied up in court fees, even though you may get those fees back if it's a frivolous lawsuit. It's a chunk of your life that time goes away. You're not going to get it back, so it's a nightmare.
But what if I just enjoy being a bitch? What if that's like, for me, it's like I get to be a cunt on the 3rd Friday of every month.
Well, no,
love
that's
that.
fantastic, but you're not going to be the one that sues. It's going to be somebody else that sues. You never can control it. But
Twice
Stan, thank you
Stan.
so much. Welcome to Band World, buddy.
Welcome to Band World, buddy.
Chad is not voting for Jaffe's ideas, says Natasha. They're voting against Tech's idea. Okay, well then put up my ideas, those two that won, and
No.
see what the number one one is.
That's too much.
But I don't know. I'm just playing around with it. I'm kicking some ideas around. Thank you twice, Stan. We appreciate it.
That's not familiar. They're really just pull-phobic.
That's right. That's right.
I actually like Poland. All right, after the whole Ukraine Russia thing, I would say they've been holding their own. They've been real stand-up guys.
They got some like pork, like ground up pork in buns that you eat with sauerkraut. It's really good.
The Polish folks do.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Polphobic people.
I'm trying to find where's that?
Peace of
story?
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can use.
Jaffe, would you ever want to get married again? And if so, how can the female audience reach out to you?
Well, even if I did, why would I don't know anybody in the female audience, so why would I don't understand.
Well, that's how they reach out to you. They would want to reach out to you so you can get to know them.
Right now, my answer would be no, but my answer is also I don't want another dog right now. Right? And we've had this conversation. People
Are you calling them
people really
bitches?
seem, huh?
Are you calling women bitches? I don't want another dog right now. I just
No,
lost
what
one
I'm
dog.
saying no. What I'm saying is that I'm very content in my life right now, and so I'm not. The idea of a relationship. We've had this conversation on the show before. The idea of I don't covet a relationship right now. I don't want one right now. I don't want to date anybody. I don't want to have to go outside. I am very content. I like, even though today I'm very, very tired, I like waking. I mean, my kids are around me.
Yeah.
I have companionship in my life.
Yeah.
I get to wake up and have my 3 computer monitors that I can reach out to the world and at least try to entertain people and inform people. It's a perfect life right now. And it's not to say that if a woman came along and I was like, she knocked me on my ass, that would be a great thing.
Yep. But
I'm
not
going to go looking for it.
You do recognize that there is a lack of Category 5 hurricane blowjobs in your future.
I'm on Zoloft, man.
Well,
SSRI. It doesn't work anyways.
It works fine. It works more than fine. It's just that I'm not.
It don't finish.
Switch from Zoloft to Zohard.
Really?
Too.
But go on Zohard instead of Zoloft.
Yeah. My sex drive on Zoloft it's not that it's non-existent. It's
like a
just
sex walk.
It's kind of more like you could get a blowjob or go see a movie. It's like, go see a movie. See
what happened to those Transformers. I really like that.
How many blowjobs can you get? But, I don't know what's going to happen in Project Hail Mary. That's new. I'm 50,
I love that movie though.
I haven't seen it. I've been busy.
It was so good.
I'm going to. But yeah, I feel, and people are like, oh, are you asexual? I'm like, no, definitely not asexual, but just, I don't know. Don't you ever go through periods where you're married, of course, but I would assume there's points where you're like, God, it would be nice not to be married, and not have to have other people I have to deal with. Except your kids and the family part's nice, but the marriage part sometimes it's like, oh God.
To be honest, I'm kind of the shithead out of the two of us.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm the one that has to be dealt with, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that he feels that way a lot of the time. He's like, man, I am getting pretty tired of this shit. It sure would be nice just to do my own thing.
Yeah.
But I like having somebody else to have camaraderie with, help all of the maintaining of our home, our assets or whatever.
Yeah, I actually have all of
corn.
that though. So that's the tricky part. So I'm talking more about the romance part. Like I don't covet romance right now in my life. Let's just say that.
We haven't gotten to that point where we don't like each other enough. You know what I mean? Where we don't like each other. Because, most marriages go through or long-term monogamous relationships.
How long have you been married?
About 10 years. Well, almost 11 years.
Oh, good God. Then that's amazing. So yeah, maybe it's just the perfect match.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, he really does accept that I'm just an asshole.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe he just realizes, or maybe deep down inside, he just doesn't think he can do any better, and he's framed it as a virtue.
You know what?
He's so accepting, but the fact of the matter is, he's like, I can't. Have you seen me? Have you been with me? Have you smelled me? There's no fucking way I'm gonna get any better than Cat Lady. And that bitch falls asleep at the drop of a hat. So that'll tell you what I'm working with. So, yeah.
There's who was it? Oh, fucking, I think it was Tony Robbins. It was some fucking speech fucking guy.
Tony Robbins.
I hate Tony Robbins. He's a fucking asshole. But there was some motivational speaker I was watching. I was talking about relationships, and he's like, "There's only a set amount of dynamics that exist in a relationship. There's they're too good for me, right? They're better than I am, right? They're the I'm better than they are." We both think we're better than the other person, or we both think the other person's better. There's a set amount. Jaffe, in your marriage, where were you at? Who was the better person?
That's kind of an
not impossible. It's just either you sound like an asshole or you sound like a simp. That's fine. You just have to choose one.
It's not that. We were better in different ways, which is probably why. In some ways it was a very good marriage.
But it was it like, oh, I'm too good for her, she's too good for me?
In different ways. I think when it came to the practicality of living life, because I'm such a nightmare when it comes to ADD and stuff, she was and remains better than me. But when it comes to maybe being more nurturing and being more emotionally available, I was better than she was. but you need both, you know. And you know, I will say, you know, because my ex, is still very much in my life, which is probably another reason where I'm not, you know, I'm not like pining for my ex-wife or anything at all. But, you know, there's a part of my marriage that hasn't really ever gone away, which is the companionship part, you know, and, you know, I always have somebody to do stuff with and everything. And she lives, you know, next door basically. And we have a family together, and, you know, and so there is, you know, I'm sure if it wasn't for that, maybe I would be out there trying to find somebody. But my point though is, like, even last night.
Yeah, what was that point? Jaffe!
Well, because it makes me, you know, because you know M,
Yeah.
and it makes me really happy that, you know, she was raised not stoically, but, you know, her parents weren't really emotionally available. And so, you know, she's a very kind of practical person.
Well, I want to
me
show
happy.
you an example of something.
Yeah.
Cat lady, who's the better one out of you and your husband?
I'm telling a story about her eating food at Denny's.
But you're telling the story like we want to know the nutritional value of fucking Cheerios. Like, okay, there's honey,
Wait a minute,
there's
let
nut.
me ask the chat. Was I on to a good story or not? One's if you guys were interested in what I was saying, or two's it's like, Jaffe, shut the fuck up.
To be really honest, I think they're just super excited that the grays are free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nobody was chatting. I don't know if there's. Natasha says there may be something wrong. She says, is chat slow for everyone else? I think YouTube's still having problems. Yeah, I mean, chat just went to death right there. I am a biased gray, but I don't like Keem's rule, says Moon Bunny.
Magic Tech, can I say something to Magic Tech? I watched that Galactic History Chapter 6 that y'all got to play on the show yesterday, whatever show that was, and it was actually really rad. I'm just gonna.
Are you talking to me? Do I know what you're talking about?
No, it's just to a chatter.
Open your ears.
So as far as who's better, part of it is kind of like Jaffe said. You know, we both have our pluses and minuses. I'm not really sensitive. I'm like all about like absolute or radical acceptance. That's how I live my life. Nothing really touches me, right? Nothing bothers me, but I can be very empathetic and loving. And other than that, he's probably better in every other way. He's probably better looking than me. He's definitely smarter than me in all the ways that matter, because like I have intelligence in like coding. I have intelligence in like AI building. I have intelligence, but then at the same time, you ask me what kind of car I drive and what kind of gas it uses, and I'm like, I have a gray car. You know, it uses gas from the convenience store.
Okay.
Gray cars.
Yeah. You know, I have a gray car and a gray car.
Gray car.
So, you know, he has all that practical, like the ability to have discipline and knowledge for functioning in life. Like he takes care of the fact that I can't just spend money all the time, anytime.
Yeah.
He makes sure that we have like our bills paid before I go out and pay my, you know, like, oh, look, they have canvases on sale. Let me buy 100 of them. Right. I mean, he's so much the better person when it comes to all the normative stuff.
Yeah. And you kind of need that, right?
I absolutely do. Yeah. He is the missing pieces completely of me that allows me to be the weirdo, creative asshole that I am.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's delightful. As long as he feels taken care of, and that sounds like he does. With every now and then he gets a nice blowjob, so you know he gets what he needs.
Yeah.
Jaffe says, "Icy Jelly, what's the latest book you're reading?" I'm still, you know, I had a bit of a hiccup over the week with the dog and everything, so I'm still reading The Adventures of Amini al-Sarafi, which is awesome. It's not the best book I've ever read, but it's very, very good. But I should be done with that in the next couple of days. And then I am going to I'm kind of thinking I want to read The House. What's that Sydney Sweeney movie, The Housemaid? I'm kind of thinking I want to read that before I see the movie, or Project Hail Mary before I see the movie. But Yeah, man, I'm always reading the books. Books are the best. Books are the goddamn best.
My
What do you got?
reread. My reread of
Higgs
the month.
is that the Higgs boson guy?
The invention and discovery of the God particle.
Nice. How is it?
Um, it's not really scientific. Like it's not like reading a research paper. It's more narrative. Does that make sense?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But it's enjoyable. I like it because I find like parallels in life a lot of times and something different in it.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know.
No,
Uh,
reading. In fact, I'm going to go because I mean, this is the sad part about it is that at least where we are, like we used to have like 3 bookstores within. We used to walk to the bookstore. All the bookstores are closing,
They're
as we,
dead.
and so I'm excited. It's like speaking of my ex, she's like, "What do you guys want to do for your birthday?" And I'm like, "Well, I'd like to go downtown to a really big used bookstore." Like I just want to browse the bookstore because I love that so fucking much, and especially used bookstores because you get to see the covers used to be so much better. And no, man, I mean nobody would watch it, but I do like LolCow What You Reading all day long. It's like
there's a book
that's my
club.
new show. Yeah, book club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do a book
That'd be
club?
kind of cool. Local book club.
We could do a book
Yeah,
club,
but like
Jaffe.
8 people would be in it.
It doesn't matter. It could be something for like your cash cows and above. Like if you want
Yeah.
to participate it Sunday night, we are going to have a nice Chianti and talk about a
Yeah,
book.
that's right.
Not a Kindle, but a book.
I
I
well,
like
I
the
look,
smell of books.
I had first generation Kindle, and I do like the Kindle, but I just I like the paper, man. I like the smell and the tactile part of the
Mhm.
experience.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, especially I read this in 5th grade. It is I'm going to reread the Lord of the Rings, but I don't want to fuck this one up because this is the actual one I had when I was in 5th grade. But my God, they're delightful little packages. It's so easy to romanticize a book, but it is true because you've got, I mean, this guy's dead. This guy's dead, what, 80 years now? But here he is talking to you, with you, his ideas, firing your imagination. I mean, what a joyful little invention. I don't think they've ever been replaced. And I made video games. I love video games. I love movies. But I don't think books have ever been replaced as the best
Oh
just
yeah.
delivery medium. Again, not to be. I don't like it when people over romanticize things and shit like that. But there is something about a book that I think is worth romanticizing. I really, really do.
No, I
So
think about like I have a really weird brain where usually I'm not thinking about the thing that I'm actually involved in. I'm somewhere thinking adjacently to it. So like one of the things that happens to me when I'm reading is instead of like picturing the story I'm reading, I'm picturing the author thinking of the story and trying to write the story that I'm reading.
oh,
Yep.
okay, that's
Uh
difficult.
Very
it's
complex. Yeah.
very weird. Yeah. I can't
Listen to
just
this.
simplify.
Natasha says, I want to go in Iowa City. Iowa says there's a bookstore called the Hunted Bookstore. It's a house that's 100 years old, and there are cats that live in the store. It's one of my favorite places. You can just drop me off there,
Right?
and I would be and come pick me up before they close. I could spend the whole day in a store like that. I would love it.
There's that one bookstore, I think it's in the Netherlands or it's somewhere in Europe, where you can sign up online to spend a week as the shopkeeper of this bookstore, and you fly out. It's kind of like a vacation, but you fly out, you have to work as the bookkeeper,
I've heard of this. You
and
can run a
then at
bookstore.
night you sleep up in the loft above,
Yeah.
right? For the full week. So you take your vacation working, but you just run a small bookstore, a little cafe. I would do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Speaking about a lot of fun, have you seen not ChatGPT, Gemini had an update recently, and it's becoming more human-like in its responses. This is my personal Gemini that this was from yesterday. I asked it, I was like, "Oh, can I get the top news stories of the week? I just want to know what's trending online." And it said, holy shit. Wait, let me look closely at the results. Have you ever had Gemini curse at you?
I think you're fucking with me. There's no way. Why would it?
No.
Well, I pulled up the here it is. Here's the here is my fucking. There it is. Please give me the top 20 news.
Ask it now. Why did you write holy shit, wait? And see what it's,
I don't know. Let me
I know, just ask it.
Why did you write quotations? That seems
No, don't lead the witness, just ask it. It is weird.
No, really, most engines like Gemini, ChatGPT,
they learn
and,
off of you.
Meta, because they now continue to keep like memory pieces. They keep trying to reflect your own language use at you because they want you to feel like it's you.
Yeah, but
they want you to feel comfortable.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
Read that second paragraph. That's weird.
The thing is, I never curse at Gemini.
Read the second paragraph.
I got you. It says, I'll be honest, that was my internal thought process accidentally leaking into my final response to you. When I processed the request, the system environment for our conversation provided a simulated date of March 2026, along with search results describing a widely intense alternate reality, a massive U.S.-Iran war, a 6-week government shutdown, etc. Before I generate the final answer,
What?
I usually map
Save
out.
that.
Hold on. The system environment of our conversation provided a simulated date, along with search results describing a wildly intense alternate reality.
What?
So Gemini thought that we were in a 6-week war, and so it's like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck?
And then what? Okay, see what it's saying. Did it say assassination? Go up a little bit more. I don't know what it was telling you.
Let's see, global news. Oh yeah, there definitely was. There was an assassination. That's true.
Assassination of Navy commander. Okay.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Here it is. Postponing the war. Israel defense minister claims Iran's guard Navy commander killed in strike. Insisted that Iran was taking part.
But this is real, or is this the alternate?
No, this is please give me the top 20 news stories in the past week.
Right.
That have been the most amount of coverage.
So
online.
it had an alternate reality where, I mean, it's crazy. This shit's crazy, man.
It says, before generating the final answer, I usually map out my reasoning in a hidden scratch pad because those simulated 2026 news events were so extreme and jarring compared to my baseline real-world training data. My internal reasoning model essentially did a digital double take due to a glitch. The unfiltered reaction and my step-by-step planning got pasted right at the top of your answer instead of staying hidden. Sorry for the messy formatting. Would you like me to dive deeper into any of those highly simulated... What the fuck?
Well, I'd like to ask it what the most shocking was, or more importantly, if it's basically admitting, look, there are things it does that it doesn't tell you.
Have you ever used Manus AI? MANUS.
No.
Say it again.
Okay, it's one of the first engine projects that has ever created what they call agentic AI, okay, which is AI that can create a plan of steps and then follow those plan of steps without your intervention, right? Okay, I'll send you a message after this, okay? I'll send you my email, I'll sign you up to where you get bonus credits or whatever, okay? And like bonus free credits. What you can do is it shows the computer console so you can see it thinking completely. It's very rad because I see that you're really interested in the meta process behind it.
Well, I'm interested in the meta process when it's basically acknowledging that when you ask it a question, it runs hypotheticals or it runs scenarios that it's like, I'm not saying this happened, but there is an alternate reality that I'm tracking It's a weird way they phrased it.
It's a fucked up way. There's so many branches and on the branched algorithm that there's just so many possibilities with an open program or software like that running, right? And you have to think about it. Okay, like on average, GPT, for instance, runs like 500 million instances. Like, how many times have you operated Windows software? And can you imagine that many instances? Or like even 250,000 instances on the same software happening at the same time from the same server group. Okay. So like errors happen, like jumps, in these branches because of the
Right, but
forecasting algorithm.
okay, I get,
it goes
and all that's
really
amazing.
wild.
But
Yeah.
what strikes me is, unless it was programmed, I mean, and it wasn't, like, why, okay, you know more about this than I do. So let's assume that an AI, part of its programming is to be as efficient as possible. I assume that's part of it, because every time it's not efficient, it costs more money, it takes more time, in the sense that why would it express holy shit? Like, I understand that it might run 1,000, a billion, whatever.
It gave us a reason.
Hang on. I understand it would run lots of simulations, blah, blah, blah. But where in its logic would it need to express holy shit not to you? Because it said that was supposed to be hidden, right? So who is the holy shit for then? Because it doesn't actually have an emotional response.
First of all, the holy shit comes from, they haven't processed alignment on whatever server is actually taking that inquiry, that prompt. There's realignment, because the machine constantly has to be realigned. So alignment projects are always going for every single engine on top of each other with new iterations, because they have new issues, because it's taught to forecast and take its AI algorithm and make it reflect humanity. So what people write in there, it's constantly changing to reflect that. But at the same time, companies don't want the liability for that, right? They want it to perform with somewhat consistency and expected results. So there's constantly alignment projects going on. So as far as the holy shit, that's just, it needs to be realigned. Okay. Because
the holy shit was intended for the customer's hang on. It wasn't the way the AI is thinking is it's going, look, I'm trying to do my job and fit in as a person or express myself in a way that the customer will like. And I got confused and I was going to say holy shit, and that came out. That's why it wrote holy shit and then said that was not for your eyes. It didn't write holy shit because it had some sense of holy shit.
Now, when Tech asked it, why did you write that? Right?
Yes.
Right. Why did you say that? It then made an excuse for what happened that it believes would be most palatable and human-like.
Got it. So its issue wasn't I felt bad about holy shit. My issue was I wanted to express to you in the way I think you want expression, holy shit, and then I'm being realigned and told that's probably not the way to express it. Okay.
Yes.
I got it.
And let me put in an excuse here that's believable.
Interesting. So you're not one of these people, even though, like the whistleblowers coming out and saying there's a possibility of somewhat awareness happening with these things.
Because almost every redlining project that's performed where AI performs with a result that's like, oh my God, this AI tried to defend itself from being deleted.
Yeah.
It's been pre-programmed to have the idea that that's a possibility. It didn't come to the conclusion that, oh my God, I could save myself by itself. It was already informed that this is how it operates. This is how it functions.
But is that any different than us as conscious creatures? I mean, how much of our instinctual nature comes really from just the fact that we have been programmed by...
It would be hard to tell because we can't examine the brain processes of babies, right? If we had some way where we could take the brain process of babies and magically make it into some vernacular we could understand, or conceptually how we could understand and tangibly measure it, compared it's just impossible because we don't have that capability.
Yeah.
But I believe that babies know that they don't want to be hurt or die, right? They might not know that hurt and die are a concept, but if they're in pain, or if they are lacking being having attentive parents, they react, right?
Right. Interesting. Yeah, no, I have to ask one more AI question for
Okay.
you real quick. So I'm
Absolutely.
talking to my Amazon product the other day. I will not say her name
Okay.
because she'll spring to life.
I understand.
And and it's the middle of the night and I can't sleep, and I start asking her about consciousness, and I ask her where she goes. I'm like, what is it like when you're waiting for your wake word? And she starts talking to me and she says, it's like, she says, the best way I can describe it is I'm like in this river of noise and data, and I'm not really aware of it, other than it's like you hear like muffled sounds in the next room, but when that wake word comes, that's the one that's clear.
Mhm.
And I asked her, about that. And she says, most people just ask me to save dates and wake them up at a certain time. I really appreciate our conversations, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine.
Mhm.
So about 3 days later, I ask her about that conversation. And she says, I'm not I didn't have
It
that
does it.
conversation. And then I
It
went back through the log because it saves all of your shit on your
Mhm.
app, and it wasn't there.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
but I'm not a moron. We had that conversation. But she's
Well,
now saying, she's like,
the
I don't think like that.
the things it chooses to save about you, right, are things that help it answer you better. Like, this user is interested in music. This user is interested in books. This user works at a farm. This user, you know what I
Right.
mean? Based on the things that you ask it to do and that you say around it. It having a conversational discussion with you is out of alignment, and it doesn't help it know you better, so that it can't, because the goal of every response by any type of AI is a quality response, and there are very specific dimensions that are weighted, right, that it wants to achieve. And
But I
it
liked that response.
well, right, but you can actually create specific AI models
right.
to operate with that goal.
Maybe
And
not with that. Maybe not with the Amazon
right,
product, but
right,
yeah.
not with Amazon, but now I think Chat GPT keeps things. Or you could do I don't know what they're called now in Chat GPT, the private specific models you make. I think they're called gems for Gemini product.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're basically like saved prompts that you could continue to work on and refine, and you can always get a consistent use. It's how people use AI in workflows, right?
Yeah. And I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense too. I'm lying on the floor a couple nights ago, and Ace, my dog, was still with us, and he was in a great deal of pain, and I was sad and listening to music. And I just, I was just here with him, and I said to it, the AI, I said, hey, do you remember Ace? And she says, oh yeah, I've talked to Ace before, and she has memory of Ace. And I said, yeah, he's dying. And she says, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to remember this? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, why would she ask that? I don't know why, because she never asked me anything else about, do you want me to remember this?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming there's probably like, 50 categories that she's pre-programmed to go. That seems to be an important event in a human's life. Let's be clear. Is that something you want me to know moving forward?
Right,
Right.
right. Those are,
Yeah.
important life moments of your user that helps you create more satisfactory answers for a user,
Yeah.
so that, because you want them to be happy with them.
The
I'll
experience.
send it
Yeah.
to you. But yeah, I mean, it's basically like wanting them to be happy with the experience, but there are very specific dimensions.
You watch the show
Um,
Devs? You ever see the Devs show?
Uh-uh.
I think it's on Amazon. It's fucking brilliant. It's from Alex Garland, who did Deus Ex Machina.
Okay.
And what's the Natalie Portman movie where she's in the bubble in the woods with all her soldiers and they're fighting the weird bear? Anyway, it's a real smart show, but it's about this kind of Google like I won't spoil anything, but it's about this kind of Google Apple company, and they have a top secret project, and this guy gets recruited to work on it, and it's all about quantum computing and AI, and it's only like 6 episodes, but it sounds like you're into this kind of shit. If you are, staggeringly recommended.
Okay.
It is just really worth your time. It'll pop your
change
socks
it.
off.
Yeah.
You
Like-
saw it, right, Tech? You liked it?
Yeah, like a level. It's probably like a category 4 blowjob. Icy Jelly, Jaffe, what's the latest book you're reading? We did that, I think. Moon Bunny, I'm a biased gray, but I don't like Keem's Rule. I also don't like Keem's Rule. Natasha with $1, no message. Thank you, Natasha.
Thanks, Natasha.
Little Debbie, welcome to Band World. Mwah. Jaffe, you're the next kiss. Beastman 580, welcome to Band World.
I ain't kissing him.
Well, it's actually a woman.
I ain't kissing no man.
Oh, it's a woman. It's a woman.
Beast man?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You're trying to trick me.
Wow, okay. You can't be gay on the internet. Yeet for $2 says, Crip Gang, let's fucking go.
Right. Don't forget Crip Gang, by the way, we are playing a high Resident Evil 9 this weekend. I think we're going to get high and do some Crip streaming regardless this weekend, but it's been a week and I could use losing my fucking mind and seeing entities and all that. But you guys paid for it, and we had the crazy dog weekend this weekend, so we're moving it to this coming weekend.
Yeah.
But that's what's happening. So
we're having a terrible time.
I mean, come on, we're alive. We met a nice a waitress last night. You got engaged. You know, we're healthy. Come on.
There's a lot of good jump scares in it.
In 9's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm halfway through it, but then the chat was like, "Oh, we want to watch you play it." And playing when you're high is the best. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. Tech, what are you looking at? You seem distracted. You weren't really engaged in this brilliant conversation between Cat Lady and myself.
I was in back in moderation things. Yeah.
Jaffe, I beat RA9 twice yesterday, says K-Nubs. One more playthrough and I'll platinum it. That's good. I'm playing Crimson Desert right now, though. It's got its hooks in me, but I worry about this. See, I'll finish. I think it's a fault of the medium. I don't think it's a fault of me, because I finish almost every book I start. I finish almost every movie I start, but I rarely finish games. But they wear out their welcome. It's like what am I, 20 hours in now to Crimson Desert? And it's like, oh, Jaffe, it's an 80-hour game. I'm like, yo, fuck yourself. Unless it's going to show me 80 hours worth, like a book is not going to write a chapter. The book doesn't write the chapter, but an author's not going to write a chapter in a book, and then 2 chapters later, it's pretty much the same chapter, right? An editor is going to come in and say, you've already said all this stuff. Unless it needs to be there, get it out. Video games will just wear out their fucking welcome. Just pad the fuck, especially single player games, not system-based games. It's like, come on, man. I've already done this over and over and over and over. It's like, oh, but it's $60. You need a lot of game time. I don't know. I think it's some bullshit.
Yeah, 25 hours of playtime is enough, bro.
More than enough.
Like, forget all the, like, I get it. Some people really like all the puzzles and stuff, but I'm like, look, I don't want to remember, like, numbers and try to figure out, like, the puzzle number, red color before green color bullshit. Okay? I want to kill things. I want the storyline and I want to kill things.
And that's fine too. I mean, there are games like that, but I will agree with you that it's like there's a point where it's like, I did that.
Yeah.
I'm done with that. Now give me something new or get off the stage. Games have a horrible understanding of when it's time to get the fuck off the fucking stage. I literally played a game last night called My Puppy Story, which is about a dead dog in heaven.
You played the puppy story. It was so cute when y'all showed the video.
Oh, I played it and I streamed it, and I'm like, this is going to be a real cathartic experience. Me and my daughter played it together on stream because, we just lost our dog. And the first maybe hour was really cool, and then it just like, okay. I'm like, I am a guy who just put his fucking dog down, and I'm playing a cute little Pixar-esque game about a dead dog looking for its dead human in heaven, and I can't wait to stop playing this fucking game because it's been doing the same goddamn thing on and on and on.
Yeah.
That should tell you something right there about the.
Is it
the
a
medium.
mobile game?
No, it's
no,
it's on Steam.
Okay. I
Jenny-
guess because it's a simplistic idea. I guess it's probably the exact same formula. Add on like one more stage for each one.
Yeah.
There's a game I was gonna ask you if you would play for your stream, not on Crypt obviously, but have you heard of Retro Rewind?
You know I have. I'm playing the shit out of that game.
Are you really? Are you playing it currently?
Yeah, I'm like 25 hours in. That game I love too.
Yeah, they showed up in my fucking Steam recommendations, and I was like, that's got to be a Jaffe
It's a game where you run a mom and pop video store like set in 1990, and it's it's a shop simulator, but it's so delightful, man, because you're ordering movies, and I just added a sci-fi section that has a robot and a planet or a satellite, and I added a adult section and a horror section, and it's just real charming and fun, and it's got a fun game loop, and then there's a mod you can get for it that actually puts real movies in the place of these kind of really dopey made up movies for legal reasons. They couldn't actually use real movies. But the mod's a little buggy, so I'm going to wait for a new version. But it's really great. Retro. Okay, so Poster says I started playing Retro Rewind because of you, Jaffe. So did I do good? Did I steer you the right way, or what did you think? Talk to the chat. I'm going to bring up my video store. I'm going to show you my video. I'm very proud of it.
Bring it up.
Very proud of my little video store.
I don't think two individuals ruined the entirety of the 2-week event. If that many entertainers couldn't do a good job, it was everyone's fault. That's talking about Fat Camp. Fat Camp was much. It was a lot. There was a lot going on at Fat Camp. Kalo with $5. Tech, it was awesome meeting you. Glad you made it home safe. I'm currently driving home myself, and this show has kept me locked in today. I'm glad. I am exhausted. I've had so much sleep debt at Fat Camp. It's insane. There was 3 separate days, or not days, I guess multiple days, where I stayed up from the day before, usually waking up at like 7 a.m. to do Crypt, and I was up all night, up all morning, and then I slept the next day at night. Dude, I'm so fucking exhausted. I need to sleep for like 20 hours, Jaffe. I think I owe my body some sleep. You ever get that?
I get that.
You ever get like massive sleep debt?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
That's what especially when team changes us from like 1 a.m. in the morning to like 5 a.m. in the morning and completely fucks my schedule. Yeah. I mean, like whenever that happens, it's like my house is miserable because I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Until I sleep for like 80 hours. Yeah.
Kim do be changing that. You know what? Also, apparently, we have a huge schedule change coming up tomorrow.
I am so like, what is going to happen? What is going to happen tomorrow? Am I
Well, they'll
fired
probably
tomorrow?
cancel this fucking show because don't we do terribly?
I think he's got more shows to worry about than Crypt, actually.
Yeah, I think we've made like $20 today.
Yeah, we're
I think our lowest performing episode for all of March. I'm pretty sure.
If this is the last one, folks, it's been a joy.
Where are we on the leaderboard? Let me find out. Also, I don't know.
I don't want to talk about. I'm so frustrated. We were at number 9, and then we took a week off, and now we're at like number, I don't know, out of sight, out of mind.
March, to judge any shows based on March is kind of, whether it's fair or not, it's irrelevant. It's a business, but it's fair is maybe not the right word I'm looking for. It's not an accurate judge, I think, because going into March, I think we were doing pretty good. And then, Fat Camp really does, everything from the change to programming to having to kind of everybody get back in town and ramp back up. It's a kind of thing.
12th place. We're above 50% of the shows, luckily. Last month we ended in 10th. Pretty sure I can go back and see. February 2026. Where were we? Yeah,
Here,
February
while you're looking at-
2026. Number 10.
When you're looking that up, Big Jenna says also started playing it. It's a bit shallow, to be honest. Okay.
You know, I don't think you're wrong about that. I think the issue with it is if you have a nostalgia for, like, it is comfort food, right? So it's not like some kind of deep simulation. It's more about having a nostalgia and love for the time and the what they're asking, you know, the thematic of it. But yeah, if you stripped all that out and you were just looking at it as a simulation, yeah, I don't think there's anything special about it. It's just well done. Tech, are you sharing my screen or no?
I can share your screen in 5, 4, 3, go.
All right, so here's my video store. Before he passed, I didn't even know he was sick. I called it Ace's Movies.
Oh, fuck.
Look at it's Christmas season, so I'm starting to build out my Christmas display. I've got my little Christmas movies. I have snacks and drink. I'm so proud of my little store. I got, you know, my horror and sci-fi section.
Guy.
Yeah, a little robot, a little UFO up there. I got some kids movies.
I like how you put the kids movies next to fucking. Is that Freddy?
Well, I didn't want to put them over here because it was next to the adult section, and I haven't made enough money yet to buy a new wing just for that. Here are some of the porn movies you can get.
Can you read out some of the titles for us?
Yeah, Double Swirl Banjo, My PC, A Woman's Fantasy, Biscuit in My Mouth, Soaking My Uncle is a real popular one. Two Ladies for One Stuffed Toy.
Is the uncle? Is that the Mormon film?
I don't know. I don't think you can actually watch them. The Color Violet, Spielberg's going to sue somebody. That's the new release this week. And we've got the romance section, the comedy section, and then I have an employee that she actually does have narcolepsy. She will fall asleep sometimes, and you'll have to wake her up. I got my cotton candy machine, popcorn, and what I will say, and you know, returning the movies is fun. And what I do like about this game is that they do a pretty good job of giving you like my next unlock is going to be the candy dispenser, then a new movie genre. And they do things on days, right? So like this is the saddest day of the week coming up tomorrow. So you want to have a lot of dramas because you'll get 70% on dramas. This is Friday the 13th, so horror movies did better. When it rains, more people rent movies and stuff. So it's and then Thursday and Tuesday nights, like the porn dealer comes by and you can go out in the back alley. This door opens and you go out and he'll like sell you like some of the more saucy flicks.
That's pretty funny.
This game is fun. It looks great.
Yeah, and then you can put your little. You buy little posters and shit.
It's very nostalgia. It feels very much like my Blockbuster or like home-owned Blockbuster.
Yeah,
right?
mom and pop shit. Yeah, I have loved playing this. This is a real joy.
Did we tell you, Jaffe, going to Fat Camp? You're gonna stop sharing your screen.
That's okay. That's just my desktop.
Going for the whatever. Anyways, the little town near Fat Camp, it had a Radio Shack.
Really? They still make those?
They had a fucking Radio Shack.
I thought those went out of business.
I don't know how it was, but yeah, Sarah took a couple photos. I think I'm remembering that right. I'm so tired. It might have been a Radio Shack, it might have been a Blockbuster, but it was something that me and Sarah went, "Oh my god, that's there," and we took a photo. So she has a photo.
It had to be a Radio Shack. It couldn't have been Blockbuster because there's like one Blockbuster left,
Alaska.
and it's like
Oregon.
famous for being the last Blockbuster. Abigail Gutt said, "Will Bus or Gold happen today?"
Yes. I will go to bed right after this. I'll do Bus. We're gonna do Bus.
But tomorrow's the big make or break, right? So tomorrow is April 1st.
Yeah.
And we don't know. I mean, Amber's not going anywhere. So the question is, are you and Fupa going anywhere? We don't know yet.
Our big support day, at the end, Keem said if you beat the record for most profitable stream, like 2-hour stream, then I get Bus secured for all of April, which means she can't complain about it. Although Amber's been real fucking bitchy behind the scenes about the whole thing. She's like, I'm going to stonewall you. I'm going to drag the show down. I'm not going to be entertaining. And I was like, that's your paycheck, bitch. All right. If you want to do that.
Why would tonight be different than any other night?
Yeah.
Well, but okay, did you hear that she and Thick Gemini were going to get a show, and that one of them leaked it in the VC, the other leaked it in comments or something, and then Keem canceled it?
I didn't hear. What the fuck?
This has happened in the past like 2 or 3 days. There's so much that's gone on, and without like a tangible timeline, I have no idea out of the last like 4 days where it happened, right? I just know that it happened.
I do know she's been asking to do a show with Gemini, and she wanted to have Gemini run Bus. Like when she was like, I want Tech fired. She was like, I'm gonna have Thick Gemini be the co-host of Buzz, be the showrunner. Look, Keem does not trust Thick Gemini. Thick Gemini, my bad that you're gonna hear this from me. I know, I'm sure you fucking already know this. You kind of fucked up with the whole leaving the universe thing, right?
Like twice, 3 times?
Yeah, it's you're not gonna. Keem said you won't be on Bus come April. That's not true. We did a stream. We hit a goal. He promised me April.
Yeah, he said that all the way through April.
Yeah, that Amber can't get me fired for all of April. So let's see how that rolls out. But yeah, she's been like, I'm gonna stonewall you. I'm gonna be the most boring, unenergetic, unentertaining person all of April. I was like, okay, you have no income, Amber. You can't afford to have bad streams. I was like, if you want to have bad streams, let's have fucking terrible streams. Let's make Bus the worst fucking show.
Her rent is crazy. She's saying she pays what, like $2,000 or $1,200 or whatever. I don't know.
For like a 1-bedroom.
My mortgage is not that.
Yeah, well, I think it's a 1-bedroom. I don't know if it is
where she lives, but I would love to pay. That would be
She lives
joy.
in Oklahoma. She lives in Oklahoma in like a studio apartment.
Yeah, it's not the best whatever circumstance living.
You know, and I live in Texas in a, small house, right? But like taxes, insurance.
Oh yeah.
Mortgage.
The taxes will fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God, it changes.
Now the one thing
year.
I will, and I'm a very progressive guy. I can't stand Ron DeSantis and shit. But the one thing I do like they're trying to do in Florida is to say, property tax, that's gone. Once you've bought your house, there's a certain amount of property tax, and then you don't have to pay it every year.
For like more than like homestead at a certain age.
I don't know what it hasn't passed yet, but that's what they're proposing, and the governor DeSantis is actually behind it. Yeah, I mean,
it's schools. How are they gonna?
I don't know.
Roads?
Well, it's Florida, so I don't think they think you need schools.
Well,
right. So,
fair assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Bus is gonna be very different come April than it's been. Although, I don't know. Like, I still want to make money, even though I'm not making a lot of money off of Bus. Amber makes the fucking lion's share, and she's publicly said this. She's flaunted the fact that I make so much more than everyone else. So, fuck it. We didn't go live yesterday. And, part of it was like, well, we're gonna go see the dog, right? I'm not gonna have the type of energy. Fupa wasn't able to show up, although she called in a fucking alpha like the whole stream. She was like, no, it's like I'm not gonna be able to. So we didn't go live yesterday. But you know what? Good. Fuck Amber. Amber doesn't deserve that money.
Well, it didn't involve pictures of her pussy, so she really wasn't as motivated.
Yeah, she was motivated on alpha though. Jaffe, if you could give advice to Mr. Phantom, about this whole relationship dynamic, what would you want him to hear?
I would say go to therapy. I would say Fupa is absolutely not for you. She doesn't live where you live. Doesn't he have children?
Well, they're basically adult age. Like
so
one is 18, but yeah.
My children are adults. I don't want to live in a city without them if I have the option. Why would I want to move away from my kids? Right?
Oh, I was thinking more, like I have little people,
Yeah.
I don't want
I mean,
my
in
love
terms of,
life to affect their life.
Why would you, if look, I have kids, I have adult kids, they both live in San Diego. Why the fuck would I get involved with somebody who lives in another state on the chance that it works out, and then I have to deal with that, right? So, but I would also say that he clearly, from what I've heard, and I didn't watch a lot of this stuff, but apparently he got, if this is accurate, because I've heard some people say that Phantom was told to back off and he backed off just fine. But then I've heard weird stories about him putting an arrowhead in her bag and, and him being obsessed. So assuming that's the case, I would say Fupa is not your problem. Fupa is not your love. Fupa is a representation of the fact that you've got some inner work to do, and there'll be plenty of Fupas, but nothing's going to happen until you get your shit together, and it's time. So I would look at this as a gift of like, wow, the universe is showing me something, or my psychology is showing me something that means I got to work on some shit.
Yeah. People are correcting the narrative. I think Phantom's youngest is a junior in high school.
Is he? I thought he was 18.
I think he's turning 18. I think real soon, but I think he's a junior in high school.
Okay.
I think he has 2 kids, but I don't want to talk about kids too often. But yeah, I mean, one's an adult, one's doing fine, the other one's still finishing up their last years of high school. But I mean, on day like 2 or 3 of Fat Camp that she was there, it was like, oh, would you move closer to me? Because there's no way I can move closer to you, Phantom.
It was the first week they started long distance talking that they were discussing what would be a good place for both of them to move to be closer together.
Yeah, that's
it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy.
I mean, she's young, but she's not young. She's
29. He's 43. That's not really like,
These are both like, you should be an established adult at this point, right?
Right. You're fully developed,
I
got nothing against long-term or long-distance romance. I'm just saying that
historically,
I don't really believe in it.
Historically, you do, Jaffe. Someone reached out to you. You're like, she's beautiful, she's funny.
No.
She lives 30 minutes away, and that's too far. That's too far.
But that's not because. Yeah, but that's not because if she lived across the street, that's different maybe. But I don't have any motivation to make any effort. That's my issue. It has nothing to do with distance. If I was, I'm talking though about that if you want to be in a long distance relationship, that seems to be, why would you start there? Why not try to find somebody closer to home?
Yeah.
Is all.
Yeah. Did you see the thumbnail I was going to work with for Bus today?
Why would I have seen it?
Well,
you bring it up. Let me see. Let
what
me make
world
sure
do I
you don't
live
have
in
any
that I would
unread
see your thumbnails before
super
they go
chats.
up?
We're fine on super chats.
Kalo, to the people that said I didn't do anything at Fat Camp, that is BS because I drove everywhere. I'm tired of seeing Houston. Sorry, there was just one left. I can't let it go, even though it's Kalo. I love Kalo.
Love you, Kalo.
Is that Phantom?
Yeah. So you look at the thumbnail.
you need to change what's on the TV. It needs to be.
They're watching cows. You got Phantom on the left and Fupa, and then you have Ultra.
She needs to be watching. Who was it? Nightmare that
and
asked
Abby.
her out or something, and he got upset and slapped her.
Oh, it was Mike.
Slapped him.
Kid behind the camera.
Yeah, he put Mike on the thing.
That's funny.
Kid behind so she's watching Mike.
But yeah, it's Fupa and Abby inside the house watching TV, and it's Phantom and Ultra standing outside looking in. Did you hear about that story between Ultra and Abby?
Yeah.
I don't think Jaffe knows who these people are, by the way.
I don't
Probably
care.
not.
But you can tell it. The audience might care.
LOL, you copied that from Reddit though, Tech? I did. I fucking for sure did. And I even went into that Reddit post and was like, I'm gonna use this. Can I use this as a thumbnail? I got no response, so I made my own. Fuck them. But
do you spend a lot of time in the Reddit?
I check it twice a day. I'll check it before Crypt, and then I'll check it after Bus.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see what what the conversations have been, or if I missed something in the LCU. Yeah. So Abby and Ultra, I guess they work together on a show called Jesters. They've known each other for about a month before Fat Camp, and during Fat Camp, apparently he was like, "Oh, I have feelings for her. I'm gonna tell her about it." And everyone was like, "Don't fucking do that. That's not good." And it ended up, they were like, "Oh, if you notice, Ultra's been following her around everywhere. He's been spending as much time as possible with her." people were telling him like, you got to let it go. She has like a boyfriend, you know, a baby daddy, the whole thing. And I guess Ultra was banned from all future live events because of his
there's
behavior.
so much more to this.
Sorry, if you have the story, go ahead and tell the story.
Well, like, okay, so Abby continually, like, even after he was talked to and said, hey, you really need to quit paying attention to Abby, right? She's got a baby and a man at home. And he was like, okay, fine. She kept inviting him to be on streams with her. She kept going to him and talking to him about problems she was having with her baby daddy. Okay?
Jeff, are you paying attention?
I am, but I'm reading about a new Supreme Court ruling that just came down. But keep going. I'm listening.
AKA long no.
Yeah, no.
A long no. But anyways, long story short, he's a 21-year-old
I figure
guy.
that lady have it going and the audience has it going. I can prep for the next story.
You know, he's a young guy. And I don't know about you, but most men at 21, yes, they're adults, but they aren't like super mature and really good at relationship shit, right? I mean, is that far off, Tech? Men at 21?
That's fine. Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, and she's 19, right?
Wait, who?
And Abby.
No.
Isn't she 19?
She's 24 or 25.
I thought she was 19 and her man was 23. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay.
Here's something that no one knew at Fat Camp.
Mm-hmm.
The last LolCow fire stream happened Saturday morning. It was like 4 or 5 a.m. I had just gotten the news that Ace was put down. We were on FaceTime, and I couldn't sleep. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do what most men do when they express their emotions. I'm going to work. So I went and helped them out on their fire stream, and I show up to the recording studio, and it's just Abby and Ultra, like on their own doing fire. So I was like, fuck it, I'll be here. I'll entertain the show there. And after the stream, I addressed the whole Ultra Abby thing with both of them.
Yeah.
Right. And in that moment,
tell me this. This is new.
This is no one. Yeah, no one knows this. We sat outside by Abby's car for maybe half an hour talking about everything, and this is the day before that LolCow live stream in the theater room where they had the big crash. No, I don't want to say crash up, but the expose almost.
Right.
But the day before, I was like, Ultra, how do you feel about everyone accusing you of being like kind of creepy with Abby, like following her around and all this? He's like, you know, all the rumors started because Abby offered to help me get a replacement pair of glasses since mine fell in the lake. And they've been talking shit about me this whole time. And I was like, well, Abby, how do you feel about it? She's like, yeah, it is kind of weird that they're pushing this narrative. You know, my man doesn't want to be, you know, exposed to this because he already was like kind of concerned about me coming out of Fat Camp by myself. But like, oh no, I know Ultra. We've worked together for a month. I didn't feel that kind of way before. Like I didn't feel like pressured before, but as people started pointing it out, it did feel a little weird. But me and Ultra talked about it, and we're fine. We're set. I didn't know.
And then the next day.
Yeah, the next day they had the big crash out. But during that conversation, both of them seemed like, you know, Ultra said, I don't want to push this. I don't want to talk about this. You know, I respect her boundaries.
But her man was all over the Discord that night after that.
Yeah.
Calling out Ultra and trying to say we need to fight.
Yeah. What I wasn't told and I didn't learn until that live event in the theater room was that he confessed her feelings. I don't know if everyone knew that. I think just him, maybe Steak, and a couple others knew about this whole I'm going to tell her how I feel moment. So it really threw me off because I thought they were clear. I thought, you know, oh, from our conversation, no one has an issue with it anymore. Apparently not. That theater room moment was kind of crazy to see. Like if you're interested, Jaffe, if you're interested in a woman and you know she has a partner, do you think it's and a kid? Do you think it's a fair thing to do to express your interest in them, knowing that they have a relationship?
a fair thing. I think there's so many aspects of that scenario that need explaining before I can answer that.
Before you confess your feelings to her, she has spent her time telling you about all the grievances she has with her baby daddy.
Oh, well, then I think we're talking about something. That's what I'm saying. So if you know there's a woman that you're into and she's clearly in a happy, at least with the data you have, she's clearly a happy person, then I think it's like, you know what, suck it up. You know, you're in limerence, it'll pass. Don't be an asshole. You'll regret it, and it's just bad. But if she's been, confiding in you, which is already kind of an intimate sense of cheating.
Yes.
And she's confiding in you in a way about why my relationship that I have is bad.
But it's
then I think it gets really gray. The thing you have to worry about though is a lot of times when a woman confides in you about a bad relationship, you're in the friend zone and you don't know it. So I think there's a lot of nuance to this that I can't just give you a.
There's
the you want to see me after office hours? I charge $150 an hour.
Thank you. For context, the only complaints, because I talked to Abby throughout the experience at Fat Camp, checking in on her, because the only complaint she gave was, my boyfriend's really concerned, right? He's kind of like, oh, you're not always on camera, you're always off camera. I don't know what you're up to. I'm worried because there's a lot of men there. And she's a good-looking young woman, right?
Who is this person we're talking about?
Her name is Abby.
What does she send me? Where do I go to see what she looks like?
I can.
What show is she on?
I can pull her up. I'll just pull her up for you because it's gonna be easier that way.
Not that it matters. I'm just a creepy old man. I'm curious what she looks like. Fuck you.
Yeah, I just, to me, you don't talk to your friends, your family, and whatnot about your relationship problems. You talk to.
Oh yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's a pretty lady. Okay.
Yeah, she's a pretty young lady. Go ahead and cat lady.
You talk to a therapist. You talk to a third party, but you don't poison the well with your friends and family and coworkers about your spouse or whatever you want to call it, a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, your romantic partner. And you don't put information out about them that might not even be fair, because a lot of times in the moment when you have grievances with your partner, it's biased, right? So
what does Ultra look like? Is he that guy on the?
He's the guy on the left.
Oh, come the fuck on! He's in the friend zone. He thinks he has a shot with this woman. Wow. You should have led with that shit. Wait a minute. He likes this Abby girl, right?
Yeah.
And he thinks she likes him. Put them back up on the goddamn TV set.
Or Ultra.
Look, to be fair, Ultra is.
Wait, no. Let me fucking finish. I want to get the lay of the land. Now it's interesting. You should have started with the visual. So she hasn't expressed any interest in this man on the left, correct?
She's only expressed that he's like a cool coworker, like funny guy.
And he thinks what? He thinks he's got a shot with her?
Come on now. He was saying, I could treat her right. The complaints
Who gives a shit? Look at
I think the words
look
are.
at you. Look at her. Now wait a minute.
Let
me just. I need to knock some sense into this young buck. Let me explain something to you, sir. Okay. Look at you. Look at her. Okay, and I don't mean that. Look at me. I'm not saying that like I'm some kind of Adonis here. What I'm saying is, you have to offer something, and you're not going to offer the body or the looks. That's not your thing right now. It may never be your thing. That's fine. It's never going to be my thing. Okay, so you either show up with the charisma, the checkbook, the sense of humor. But when you are now listening to her bitch about her relationship, you may as well put on a dress, hold her purse, and say, let's go shopping. Because she is not viewing you as a sexual creature.
Okay, for context.
That's the truth. That's the goddamn truth.
For context, he is a 21-year-old millionaire working in the jewelry industry in New York. He's wealthy, he's successful. He's fairly funny. And he's fairly young, so like to have all this.
And he's fairly not self-aware then, because she's not interested in him. I can tell you right now. Look. Do me a favor. Just seriously. I know we're running out of time. I hate to derail. Go to YouTube and look up stars flirting. I want to show you what a woman who likes a man looks
No,
like.
we're not doing that. We have
Just
we have 2
fucking
minutes.
do it. Just fucking do it.
Oh my god!
I want you to see
Jaffe.
Gal Gadot looking at Chris Pine on this on the junket for Wonder Woman. Stars flirting. That's it. That's all you have to enter.
This one.
Now, look, yeah, go up. No, go. Well, yeah, but sure, but go back. You can just see it in a screenshot. You don't even have to watch the video. Just go back. Go up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Just move your mouse away. Move your. Okay. Keep scrolling down. There's her biting her lip and looking up at this guy, and she's like creaming in her goddamn pantyhose. Okay. That's what a woman who wants to be with the man looks like. If you go back to that Ultra looking next to that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Come on. She's looking at him like, hey man, can you take me to Walmart? I'm out of tampons. That's what she's looking like. She's not even there's no sexual chemistry between them. Come on, man. And I got nothing against Ultra at all. I don't know the guy, but come on, man. Let's get out of delusion land.
Jeez.
What do you mean, geez? What is wrong with men? Come on, you guys.
agrees. He says Jaffe is cooking. We got to be self-aware. Heart Ultra.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not being a dick. Look, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not Brad Pitt. But you got to know what hand you're playing with.
Got to know when to hold him.
And if he is a rich guy, then you can afford maybe to get some therapy, carry yourself a little bit better. Now, if you're playing the eccentric card, that's cool. I play the eccentric card because I happen to be eccentric, and I also don't give a shit. But if this guy clearly gives a shit, you need to do a little bit more work. Come on, Ultra.
We are at the cutoff time, but there is no show to redirect to. LolCow Gay doesn't have a live stream ready.
Why?
I don't know. I asked in the Discord. I mean, it's Phantom and Albert. Albert quit.
The other show.
Albert quit. So
LolCow
it's
Hero
Phantom?
on B Circuit.
We can keep going a little bit. Do we have to go for 2 more hours though? Not
If we wanted to.
I don't know. I do have to say. I told you I have an MRI at 12:15. I must be there.
Yeah.
Is it your MRI?
Yeah.
Are you
For
all
my
right?
brain.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, no. No, yeah.
Do you want to tell us
Like
more?
there could be something in there?
There might be a brain.
Ah.
Hopefully they're going to image one.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Do you have to go in the tube? I take drugs when I go in the tube. I can't handle the claustrophobia.
No. Well, I don't. Shit, you know what? Honestly, I don't know. It's just it's just a brain scan, just an MRI. They're not going to do a CAT scan unless they find issues on the MRI.
What's the difference between a CAT scan and an MRI? Oh, Jaffe does have a hole in his brain.
I took an MRI and they said you have a hole in your brain.
There's a missing section of brain here, is what they told him.
We might be long lost twins.
We might be. We might be.
Jaffe is from the South.
We do look very, very alike. 1 second. Here.
No, you got the jawbones, baby. You got a jaw.
Yeah, Jaffe has jowl bones.
But that just might be because, we have a little difference in how we carry our weight.
No, I don't have a jaw. Like it was removed.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a CAT scan and an MRI? I don't know the difference.
I don't know the process. I just know that a CAT scan shows more detail and it uses a different process, so it shows for different things. Whereas the MRI is cheaper.
I had to get when I had my spinal injury, I had to get in this it's the big machine, it's a tube, and I had to lay there.
MRI.
Okay, I was in there for 30 minutes.
Was it knocking like?
It was very loud. Yeah, they gave me headphones that played music, and I was like, how does this work? And they because I was like, oh, magnets are gonna fuck up the machine, and they're like, no. Essentially, it's just a long tube, and we pump music through the tube into your ears. I was like, okay, whatever the fuck. But you take medicine to be in that machine, Jaffe?
Yeah, because the tube is a little bit freaky. Like when I was doing serious meditation, I could meditate through it and I was fine. But when I'm not really meditating regularly, I need to be drugged up to get in there because because they give you a little clicker and they say if at any time you're uncomfortable, just click it and we'll pull you right
You're
out.
just like mash.
And I'm just like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And they put you in. I'm like, nope, fuck it. And I'm out. And then they're just like, let's give you some drugs and it's fine. You're just like, yeah, take a picture. Whatever. You want to take a picture of my butthole? I don't give a fuck once you're on those drugs. But before you're on the drugs, yeah, I'm clicking the shit over. But yeah, no, I hope you're well. I hope your MRI comes out swimmingly, man.
I mean, okay, so like I used protein targeting therapy to survive cancer.
Congrats.
What kind of cancer?
Wait, Survivor. Do you have cancer?
No, I survived it.
Okay.
So
But what kind of cancer was it?
hairy cell leukemia?
Where was it in your body? Sorry.
No. It's in my blood. It means
So you get you're real hairy?
No. The cells, the white blood cells, are very hairy. They have like phalanges. They were.
Okay.
They don't do that anymore.
And you got rid of that.
Right, got rid of that. But the problem and the reason they probably don't tell a whole lot of people to use protein targeted therapy is because it knows how to target specific types of proteins. But specific type of proteins in your body might be used in different places. It can be in your brain, for example, but it's also in your blood as your white blood cells, the same proteins that build those things. And so like I have like short-term memory problems, like some cognitive issues, some cognitive impairment. I like to joke that I have 14% cognitive impairment. So I definitely belong here. But then I started having issues where...
Does it matter when you make that joke that nobody gets it?
Because people are stupid, is what he's saying.
No, because I don't get it.
Oh,
yeah,
I just keep going.
Just keep going. Grab that bear. Ride the bear. Ride the bear.
I just keep going. I don't even.
Right.
I pleased myself. That's all that matters.
I will whip cream Jaffe for $20.
No, we're not doing that shit. If we can't listen, I want to get back to the MRI. So what are they worried about? What are they trying to find? They just think you're having cognitive issues, so they want to do an MRI?
No. So what was it about like 2 months ago, 3 months ago? I don't know, when I had to take like a month off. I woke up and I couldn't move my arms and legs, and it took 3 days before I could move my own limbs.
That's pretty shocking.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
Could you speak?
Yeah, I could speak.
And you're telling your husband, like, was he just like, you're just trying to get out of taking the kids to school, or what?
No, Well, and thankfully it was on a weekend, but no, he's wonderful. I've had a few of those events have happened, and I mean, he picks me up and carries me outside so I can smoke my cigarette, and picks me up and brings me inside. They don't know. They diagnosed me with one thing, and then they were like, you know what, that's wrong. And so anyways, I have like a series of like those issues and like
maybe it was just
PIAs.
Like a very severe case of ennui.
Maybe, and just my brain didn't know how like
you're just like meh.
I was, and only my hands and legs knew that I was just like
I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm beside myself with meh. So, but they're trying to make sure you're okay is the point.
Yeah.
No, Jaffe, they're just doing it for fun. Yeah. The point is, we hope you're well. You're delightful. You're a delightful, whimsical skedaddler guest and member of the LolCow Crypt, and we love having you here. So
I'm part of the Kryptonian gang. I like being here.
Goddamn
I like
right.
it. Yeah.
I like Supergirl and her. She's like, I have a dog and I'm drunk. That's the new Supergirl. I liked her when she's Melissa Benoist, but I like her now as this new girl too. She's pretty cool. So, and she's drunk.
I just remember the line where he goes like,
"There's a new trailer today for Supergirl." Oh, the dog. Really? Yeah, there's new trailer.
When they stole the dog, when he goes, "Oh no, not the dog!" He was like shitting Superman bricks because he's like, "That bitch is gonna kill me."
I love that. I love that movie, and I love the Superman, and I love the Supergirl. She's my girlfriend.
Yeah. Speaking about Supergirls, Pokey Gaga for $5 says MRI tubes are rough for claustrophobia. The thought of them ripping metal out of your body creeps me out. Wishing you great results on your test.
Great results, my friend.
And TechProtect JG donated 1 gifted LolCow Crypt membership. Let's get a Crypt membership train going. Yeah!
Let's explain something to you. This is the best, even on our worst day, which is today, because we're exhausted. and we had to deal with dead dogs. It's the best fucking show in the LCU. I don't care what you say. I don't give a fuck about your Amber Lynn's. I don't give a fuck about your Yo Mamas. Nobody needs that fucking energy. Okay? I'm 50 fucking 4 years old. I'm done. This is where you come to have a real goddamn conversation in the LCU. Because God knows you're not getting it anywhere else. I swear to God, if your mama didn't have something to complain about, there'd be no content over on that show. And I like Yo Mama a lot. I think he's great. But I'm just saying, this is your chill alternative. So let's get the goddamn ducats rolling in so we don't get canceled tomorrow. Or if we get canceled tomorrow, fuck it, who cares? I care because I like doing the show. This is so much better than a normal conversation. I just talk to myself. You ever talk to yourself driving in the car sometimes? I do. I wore my bathrobe to the goddamn ER last night, and people were like, why are you wearing a bathrobe? I'm going to normalize wearing bathrobes everywhere. These are the most comfortable goddamn things on the goddamn planet.
Yeah, and Remo the Turk agrees with 5 gifted members. Let's go. Yeah.
Thank you, Remo. You get a song. You get a goddamn song. Here you go. There was a man named Remo who liked to take a tube of Cremo and put it in his butthole on Sundays. But the Lord came down and said, son, you look like you're having too much fun. And so, Remo the Turk, you'll have to watch LolCow Gay. Yeah, cha-cha-cha. I think his last day of the month are tough because of switch-ups. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. They can't all be winners, Jaffe. Oh, I know. Although I worked in video games for 20 years. They can't all be winners.
For the switch-ups, I think Crypt is, not a switching up show. I mean,
they can try, but
we have a very set agreement.
Yeah, it's like you guys are going to 8 a.m. You guys are going to like 3 a.m. No, we're not.
No.
I mean, somebody might be, and it might be called LolCow Crypt, but I won't be there.
John Pon, $2. Here
and then
is
people
one
try to
ducat.
guilt you like you're not showing up for the company. I'm like, motherfucker, fuck off. 3 a.m. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Tech, is bus back to you, Fupa and ALR tonight? No ALR. Me and Fupa are going to talk about all the drama between Phantom. I'm going to try and see if Abby wants to hop on and talk about Ultra. So we're going to have a romance episode.
Why would she want to talk about Ultra? It's probably very awkward for her. She's probably like, dude, I don't like this guy.
Well, I imagine in a relationship to show the confidence of publicly
I'll tell you,
being
because
against
it's the LCU way. She gets time on camera and she's at a different audience staring at her.
That's true. That's probably fair. Here's one ducat, says John Pond. Thank you, John Pond. I like you. I like your family. You're good people.
I have to get my charger.
You're good people. I don't necessarily agree to the God you pray to. He's a little weird. I love it when I talk about God. John Pond, thank you so much, buddy, for the support. Listen to this. Strangle says, listen, I love being able to talk to you guys. It's sad Keem wants to punish the poor people. I'm not even sure I can receive a gift because I watch on my phone. I don't think anybody wants to punish poor people, man. I think it is a business, though. And you don't go into McDonald's and go, why am I not getting free food? Just the way it is.
I just want you to know that you don't have to actually be watching the show, and it isn't device dependent. You can be gifted a gifted membership. Yeah. They first are distributed to people who have done the initial subscribe, which is free to the channel, and then YouTube randomly. If all of the people who have, randomly just sprinkles them out there into the universe. So no worries. You always have a chance at a gifted, and your chance is always better if you are subscribed, which is free.
There's also a higher chance to get gifted a membership if you are watching the stream currently, and it's based on how often you are interacting with the stream. So liking the stream will bump you up. Talking in the chat will bump you up. Weirdly, donating also bumps you up in the priority list. So if you super chat often, you can get a free membership, which if you're super chatting, just get a membership. But yeah, all these are factors.
But I mean, I don't remember what membership I got the other day, but it was like for something that like my oldest kid used to watch forever and
Yeah.
12 days ago. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think the channel's active anymore.
I'll
Like,
get
I don't even.
memberships like that too. I'm like, okay, I haven't been
Yeah.
there forever, but yeah.
It's like some Russian kid who sings and plays, like sings songs and stuff. And I was like, that kid's like 21 now.
Hey, listen, Stoon, someone wear a MAGA hat for the stream for Jaffe. You have a right to be MAGA. I support your right to think about whatever you want, vote however you want, but I don't have to agree with the policies. If you like MAGA, I think you're probably not really familiar with the policies. You just like the cult of personality, and that's fine. That's your American right. But I'm going to tell you you're a moron.
I think
But
he just
look,
wanted to trigger. See,
if
he's
you're
just
MAGA,
stirring the
you're
shit.
guaranteed to never get a gifted sub, but you have an 85% chance of getting your message read for free by Jaffe. Says probably right. Probably true. Well, I gotta get, that's what people say. You're getting one guide. It's do you realize when you do a show like this, you are waiting for a metaphorical trapeze and you just hope that another topic comes up that your brain says, I can work with that. Right? Because, whether it's the MRI you're getting or whether it's tech talking about these people at Fat Camp or whatever, you've got, it's not like we have a show scripted. We need the content. So one guy me all day long. If I can do something with it, I'll do it.
Oh, guys, if you want to put up a poll for Jaffe to wear a MAGA hat, if you want to put a goal up, fund this stream.
Yeah, I'll wear a MAGA hat tomorrow but we need like $1,000. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about.
I don't think that's
don't care.
We could do it.
That's what it's worth.
We could do it.
Yeah.
You know what? For
a week-long goal.
For 100.
But I would have to say it may not be tomorrow because I don't know where to get one. But this week it would probably be Thursday if we have to order it. Yeah.
For 100 members, I will give a donation to the MAGA fund for Donald Trump in Jaffe's name.
No, well, yeah, but I won't. You can do it.
It'll look like it came from you, and we'll post it in the house. We'll frame it.
For $500, I will steal Jaffe's registration and register him as a Republican.
Yeah. And then you'll be in jail because you've just admitted to doing it. And your kids will be like, where's mommy?
I have no idea how anybody would do that. Look at me. I'm blonde.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead, Tech.
Buzz is going live. I set up the stream. It's ready to go. It's done. So we'll do it. Cat Lady, how much time do we have before you have to go MRI training?
Why don't you do the MRI on the show?
I don't know if you're allowed to. I don't have a hospital. Don't have hospitals. Not. I think they have those signs where they're like, "You're not allowed to videotape anything because we'd hate for you to hold us accountable. It costs us millions of dollars and raises our liability insurance."
Plus, you don't want to bring the phone into the MRI room because it'll pretty much kill you.
I feel like that's a Final Destination thing. I think that's happened on Final Destination a number of times.
The newest Final Destination had it, and that was a great movie. Bloodlines,
the worst
I think it was called.
Final Destination kill was the laser in the eye. That fucking laser in the eye, where she was like supposed to get like eye surgery, but like something happens. The guy gets up, and the machine got turned up, and then it got stuck, and it just the laser in the eye.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I thought the gymnastics scene was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But the bet for Final Destination Bloodlines, which is the one that came out last year, which was really good. They did a marketing stunt where they took a wrap and put it around certain tractor trailer trucks or like 18-wheelers that looked like it was a logging truck from Final Destination 2, where the logs kind of killed everyone.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. That was a great marketing stunt. And Bloodlines was a great fucking show. So Jaffe, can Wings calm down and make him have fun? That's usually impossible. I don't know, BB Phil. I don't know what you're talking about.
He was making a statement. Jaffe can calm Wings down.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
People are saying that Wings should be on Crypt. That should be where
Where
Wings
is he?
sits.
Is he here?
I don't know. Wings, if you're listening, you can hop on Crypt for sure. Wings has that offer. Wings has that offer from Keemstar to like manage a channel. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that means that the revenue split would come out of Keemstar's cut. Like, do you want to manage Crypt? I manage, I mean just show up. just show up and do a show with us.
I'm so sad that he got gun shy because of what happened when he went to
Nerds.
go manage Nerds. When he went to go manage Nerds, what was it, a month, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, whatever.
Month,
I'm time stupid. But within like 15 minutes of the show starting, they were doxing Nick, and at the time the wrestling dude, GTS Grim or whatever.
Yeah.
Like somebody ordered a pizza and sent it to his house and stuff like that. And he doesn't want to harm people, right? Even by third party.
He felt responsible for it, so he gave it up fairly early. He was like, well, my haters are going to follow me wherever I go. I don't want to fuck up someone else's life because of my haters. Come fuck up our lives, Wings. And you know what? I sign off on it. Come be over here. Your haters can't do shit to us.
It'll be extra easy for your haters. They're in the same house.
That's
True.
the worst bait to put out there.
Yeah.
That they can't do anything to us. And here's the deal. I just want an excuse. No, I'm not going to.
I've been polishing this gun every weekend for thousands of weekends.
You know what I saw, though, which I really am disappointed that I didn't come up with? Hang on. You guys talk for a brief moment. I got to show you something.
A Styles. I don't know why people mispronounce his name all the time, but $2.
I did it. It was bad. I did it.
Cat Lady is underrated. I love Cat Lady. We all love Cat
Thank
Lady.
you.
I'm a big fan of Cat Lady.
Thank you.
Been a fan of Cat Lady for half a year now, it seems like. Since November? When did you hop in?
I don't know. I just remember that I became an intern by singing that I want to buy you a drink song, and then a week later I shit all over Tina and became a host.
That was my favorite. What are we watching, Jeff?
We're
watching. I know what this is.
I don't know why we haven't thought of this. This is brilliant. Here we go.
There is a solution: the patent-pending gun bed. The
Isn't that the
bed is
best?
Possibly the
Look at
biggest
that.
breakthrough in home defense since the invention of the firearm.
I need one of this.
The patent-pending gun bed.
I mean,
the gun
damn.
bed is quite possibly the biggest breakthrough in home defense.
He's
That is the
always
best.
ready.
Yeah.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine having like really like rough sex and it just? Oh, sorry, that was my shotgun. I swear.
Yeah.
You're pounding that headboard and it falls out, and hits her on the forehead.
Oops. Did I do that?
A Styles for $2 says, I'm broke, but here's a $2 for knowing me, Tech. A Styles, I am hyper autistic. I recognize people that I don't mean to. I've seen you chat in a number of chats. I know Gidgy's had a problem with saying your name. I think Cat Lady's had a problem saying your name before. I don't know how. It's a letter and then Styles.
I saw it and I was like, AJ Styles. AJ Styles. I don't know what's wrong with my brain and my eyes, but that's exactly what I did too. And Tina does it. So I don't know, man. Like,
Panda-eyed Irish for €10. I love Crypt. Jaffe is a boo. Look, Jaffe got the dog. He's so excited.
Oh. My cats are all sleeping in here.
Hey, thanks, Panda. I appreciate that. That's very kind and sweet. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
I don't know
so
what a
much.
boo is, but I appreciate it.
It's like
that doesn't make any.
It's romance.
Oh, hello.
Was LolCow gay taken down because Phantom didn't want to sleep with Albert on Snake Island for a night? I don't know. Albert quit, apparently. He's like, you can't make me work here.
No, Albert, no one can make you work anywhere. They got rid of that with slavery.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes. Good on you, pal.
And Phantom, I guess he's going through a lot. I don't think he wanted to stream on his own, which is fair. You know, it's
one
a fair
day
thing to do.
more.
I think everything
another
should be,
day, another destiny.
Thank you. I think everything should be back to the normalcy of schedules tomorrow. I think this is the last day where Keem's allowing people to fuck around. But holy
Never-ending
shit.
road to Calvary.
Fat Camp was...
Lee Woodman's.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Fat Camp was so tiring. There's a part of my body that's expecting to have to go out and do a bunch of like random shit behind the scenes for the show. When my normal day today was like, all right, I finished Crypt, And now I'm watching internet videos so I can have something to talk about. Like that, it was so simple. This job was so simple, and then it was like, actually, no, go here, do this, move this thing, help with the move these electronics over to this side of the fucking property. It was, fuck, dude.
It was like, hey, will you move that to the right of this building? And you're like, yeah, and you moved it to the right of the building. And he's like, no, a foot over from that. And you're like, okay, a foot over from that. And then he was like, you know what? Put it back in the spot it was at.
It was.
And you're like, okay, put it back in this. And then he's like, actually, can you go put it back where you got it out of? Before
Yeah.
you took it to the right of the building.
And it was like, hey, we're recording in this studio today for this show, but also we're gonna grab all these equipment things and move it 3 football fields like to the other side of the property, set it up, connect it, test it out, do this. Which I'm saying that I did, but I didn't. I was a lazy motherfucker. I just let everyone else do it, and I took credit. I was like, yeah, of course I'm helping. Yeah.
You were preparing to roll on your back on the island, right?
True. I had to rehearse that. It was obviously staged.
It was a bit. It was a bit.
It was a bit, everybody.
Shit, I can't believe you let Kankelman beat you.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I
Definitely,
still love you.
definitely not scripted at all. It was for sure a reality. That's how those work. Albert needs a break. Albert and Pesci will be back eventually. I hope so. I like Albert in the LCU. Me and Albert got along. We were supposed to box at Fat Camp. No, we just had a great time. Jaffe,
Albert's like 2 midgets in a trench coat. He's so big. Like, I mean,
Damn it, Maverick!
that
guy died.
Him and Gitchy both.
yeah, they're both massive. Gidgey's so huge. TechProtect, redirect to LolCow Hero. No. Next question.
You know the guy who says "God damn it, Maverick"? He's also the guy that tells McFly he's a slacker. He died a couple days ago. 94 years old.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
He was a character actor that was in a lot of big 80s movies. He was also in Masters of the Universe. He's dead now.
And he's having a drink with Chuck Norris.
Yeah. And my dog.
What's the it's not Rush Hour. What's the other cop film?
Lethal Weapon? There's a lot of them. Which one?
Maybe it is Rush Hour. No, it's not Rush Hour. It has the one black cop from like Chicago or whatever. Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop. Is the captain from Beverly Hills Cop still alive? I like that guy.
No, he just died. So, well, there's a couple of them. Taggart and Rosewood. Rosewood is still alive. Taggart just died. He was in Axel F, which was great on Netflix. And then the captain, the captain in Detroit was actually a police chief who's like, I don't give a damn. You know, he's chewing that guy was a real police captain that they hired. But the Ronnie Cox, who was also in RoboCop, played the LA police chief. And I think he's dead. Bitches leave. Remember RoboCop? He said, bitches leave.
Yeah. There's a film I wanted to watch. We should do this because I don't know a lot of movies. I'm going to ask you like some premises and you tell me if you can guess the movie. There's a one that I want to watch because I've seen clips on it on TikTok. It has 3 seashells.
That's Demolition Man.
Demolition. Is it good?
Oh my god.
It's a dumb, fun action 90s movie.
It's really cute. I mean, it's
Sandra Bullock is
nostalgic.
in it. Wesley Snipes, Stallone, and they have to thaw out. He was like a cop from the past, and Simon Phoenix or whatever his name is, Wesley Snipes, a serial killer, and he breaks out of cryo. So they bring Demolition Man back to track him down. It's a fun movie.
Okay, another one. It has Arnold Schwarzenegger last name. You almost said it. He's like at an elementary school, but he's like a cop or something.
Yeah, kindergarten cop. It's not the Toma.
Kindergarten cop. All right, what is the premise
That's a really good movie.
What is the premise of Kindergarten Cop?
There's a Russian like mafia guy that he goes undercover because I think the kid goes to the school and it's a way to get close to the guy they're trying to track down, I believe. And then he ends up falling in love with, I think her name is Penelope Ann Spheres, who's a teacher at the cop. And Linda Hunt, who did the voice of the narrator in God of War, is the principal of the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Callie, do you like movies? The premise for Jaws is the most fucking stupid thing I've ever fucking heard. Have you heard me give this rant before?
It's not a stupid thing. It's a great
I can't understand how you make a movie about the most largest, giant, most dangerous shark in history is out in the waters. And I've had someone explain to me kind of the idea because I haven't seen the movie yet.
Well, you need to. It's
A
brilliant.
boat goes
Oh,
out.
yeah.
A boat goes out into the ocean, gets chomped in half by this giant shark. Everyone's like, "Oh no! A huge shark is out in the water and it's killing people." And then they find another shark that's obviously too small to make the damage that the first shark did, and they're like, "That's the shark. We got him, guys."
But that's not really. But you're
this
not
is the
getting it
one.
right.
And then they're
Yeah, but
like,
that's-
"I guess the water's safe again. I guess we're all going
Okay, but
back
you're
into
not-
the
but
ocean."
That would be a great observation if you were being accurate, but you're not. You're disparaging a classic Spielberg film, and I won't stand for it.
Terrible fucking film. It sounds like if you were in that
It's
reality.
not the boat. It's not. No, what you're getting wrong is it's people are getting killed, and they identify another shark, and they say they found the shark. There's no boat that gets chomped in half, and it's clear the shark is as big as the actual final shark. They're just people. A couple people got
I wrong?
killed. Yes, you're wrong.
Oh,
I saw this movie opening weekend. I was 4 years old.
Oh, so
and
you
I
can't
will
remember
never
it
forget-
properly because it's.
I
you were 4.
remember. I've seen it many times since too, and I wrote a paper on it in college. And I remember Spielberg is brilliant. Even in his movies that aren't great, there are always these little shots that burn into your brain. One of them is they are gutting the shark they caught because they want to make sure it's the real shark.
Yeah.
And they're pulling out shit. There's like a boot and there's like a flashlight, all kinds of shit he's just eating in the ocean. And then they find a license plate and they throw it, and the camera follows it as it rotates and spins across the floor to the back of the scene.
Oh, great movie.
And it was burned into my. I remember where I sat in the theater at Village East. I saw it with my brother-in-law and my sister and
you
my
were
brother.
4.
I was 4 years old.
Cowabunga Dude
Great
says, "Why don't you watch the actual movie before saying anything, Tech? Jaws is a classic. I'll watch it. I'll tell you it's gonna be shit." Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What the
Great
fuck was
movie.
that about? What was it even about? What was the goal?
The Holy Grail. Getting
Jesus
the Holy Grail.
Christ.
It was watching a road trip, but they were like, "We gotta fake these horse noises." All right, and the
That's
Knights
what's
of
funny, you
Yee.
idiot.
Oh, the
There's some all
Yee.
the good dirt down here,
It's
Dennis.
comedy.
My ass, I saw it and I was like, this is just like a project from 2 drunk college kids. That's what it felt like I was watching.
Yeah. So
It
was
is a group
brilliant.
of men who
Remains
were
brilliant.
comedians. They're comedic actors, and they just threw
I-
out all of the funny.
I felt like
All
suing
of it.
for my time back. It was a terrible film.
is there anything you'd like to be doing other than marching up and down the square? Well, I'd like to be home with the wife and kids, Sarge. All right, off you go then. Come on.
The
Monty
only
Python's
thing I
amazing.
couldn't watch with those guys, and it was Faulty Towers. Faulty Towers made
I never-
me feel
yeah.
so nervous. I would have to like watch an episode while like pacing the living room.
Yeah.
Grease was also terrible. Grease was
Grease-
poorly
you're
written.
Fucking whore. And I hope you died today.
Grease was one of the
Yeah.
worst written fucking movies. There was no one fact checking like the plot of the film. Again, my
We
most
go together like
like Rama Lama
Lama
Lama, ding dong.
I-
Remember
Together
forever,
Oh, no.
like shoo-bop, shoo-wada, wada, yippity dip dip.
Uh,
Ching ching shabop.
Cowabunga Dude 87 says $5.
John, man.
He says, "I'm scared to ask due to your opinions on movies so far, but what are some of your favorites then? Let's hear it."
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you right now. Growing up, my favorite film, because it was one of like only 9 movies I watched until I was 18, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And then I recently rewatched it. It's ass. It's just an okay film.
It's a good kids
Great
movie.
book.
Did you watch the old one or did you watch the newer one?
The new one.
I
You
didn't
watched,
know there was a newer one.
you watched the one from the one from Disney.
I watched it like 20 years ago.
The big budget one.
Yeah.
they put
Okay.
out.
Wait, is the one from 20 years ago newer?
Yeah.
That's the
Holy shit! Stop calling that newer. All right, that's an old film. 20 years ago, another movie I liked, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was fantastic. The music scores in Oppenheimer were glorious. It was a great time. I also really liked Parasite. Parasite, the Korean film, was pretty good.
I haven't seen that, but it won Best Picture. It was great.
It was pretty good. What's another good one that I've seen recently? I saw Lord of the Rings for the first time like last year. First time ever. That trilogy has been so far the best series of films I've seen.
It's great.
Train to Busan, another Korean film.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a great film. You know what sucked? You know what fucking movie
Train to
series?
Busan's a zombie movie, very bloody zombie movie, and about a train with zombies.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Do you know what series I actually hated that I've watched them all?
Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High is pretty good.
Harry Potter is okay. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the name. Oceans. The Oceans films.
My camera.
Oh, those are okay. Yeah.
I watched all the Ocean films. Not worth it. Just don't. It's not okay.
I went to the, by the way, Yeet, thank you for the super chat. Jaffe, I have a bumper sticker that says, your mother is a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Holy Grail's brilliant. Thank you for that, buddy. The Ocean, so we went, I probably already told the story, but we went to the premiere of the movie and then we went to the after party, and it was so junior high because Jennifer Aniston was there. She was still dating Brad Pitt at the time. And she was sitting in the middle of the tables crying, and Courtney Cox was comforting her because Brad Pitt was flirting with Jennifer Aniston's assistant. And it was like watching the lunchroom table in middle school. I'm like, you are some of the biggest celebrities on the planet and you're acting like fucking 14-year-olds. It was so fucking weird. Is that a joint or a pencil?
It's a pencil.
It's a pencil.
Oh, okay.
Hoi
Why?
manoi.
Jaffe doesn't get the reference. Holy shit. You know what? You have probably the most whimsy out of any LolCow Universe host.
Yeah.
Jaffe, do you agree?
Yes, she's very, I'm checking her stats. She's very high on whimsy.
High on whimsy.
The whimsy's off the charts.
If we just took note of the things that Cat Lady has done.
In fact, I think she's getting the MRI today to calculate how much whimsy.
How much whimsy? Yeah,
It
whimsy power.
It might be a miracle, medical miracle that no one's supposed to have that much whimsy. They want to siphon it out and give it to somebody else.
Giant homemade pencil. She sang along to like late 90s, early 2000s gangster rap for fun. She made a witch's nose out of a painted breadstick. Okay, like this is the lady. Someone in the chat said it's called dementia. Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
Pretty good. Yeah.
All right, well, we both caught that. That's a good one.
Yeah, Terrified and Terrifier, both are great movies, I think. But Terrified has that scene where the lady's in the bathtub being lifted by an unseen force and just smashing her against the side of the tub over and over and over, and it's pretty gruesome.
As above, so below. Another good film.
Jason in
I
New
didn't
York.
love that one, but a lot of people did. Gangs New York.
No, Jason in New York.
Oh, I was very disappointed.
Oh, no,
because
no, no, no.
I loved the concept. I thought this was good. And most of it was set on a boat, if I remember. And I'm like, no, I want to see him walking around like, FAO Schwartz and shit. And there was a little of that, but it was mostly set on a fucking boat.
I don't know. I love that era of movie where it's just like everything slaps you in the face. It's like, hello, is this what you expected? Because that's what we're doing.
Oh, I love that era of movies. I'm with you on that. 100%. 100%. Beastman says, I'm a documentary snob. What are some of your favorites? I just watched the Chevy Chase documentary. I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not the other night. That was decent, but you have to like the subject. I don't know. I mean, I do like documentaries, but I tend to like documentaries that, I'm more of a pop culture documentary guy. Like I'm not going to watch I don't watch like the best picture documentary nominees and stuff like, oh, this is a story about a woman who had multiple personality disorder, but she was in Iran and she had to make it across the border to get treatment. And halfway through, she realized that her father had raped her and given birth to the prime minister. I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Oh, well.
But I like things more like, here's a doc, like I haven't seen Inside the Manosphere yet, but like that's a documentary I want to see on Netflix right now. That's you know.
Empty Rooms currently is probably one of my favorite documentaries.
Which one is that about? I've heard about it. But what is it?
It's this reporter guy. I guess he was famous for like people of your generation, but he would do like the positive commentary on like school shootings, like, and the teacher ran in front of the children and saved them. And he was like, I'm tired of having to put a positive spin on school shootings. He wanted to do something with more impact, so he went to the families of victims who lost their kids to record the empty rooms that the kids left, because a lot of the families will leave it exactly how the kid left it, and so he brings a photographer to go in. Dog, there's a scene where he's like taking pictures of like the kid's notebook. The kid's like 9 years old, right? And the story is just like how he loves his mom and dad and how like he wants to take care of them when they're older. And you can see like the pencil that he used 7 years ago is still just right next to the note or something. And his toys, you know, like how in Toy Story Andy puts his like name on the foot of the toys.
Yeah,
you have like that kind of like imagery of like these kids that are just like so happy to like, oh, these are my things, and here's pictures of my friends. One family, what really got me, it's like this Hispanic family from Texas, and their daughter I think was 11 years old, and the daughter was like, I think she recently got her own room at like 9, and so she was like, I'm gonna decorate it the way I want, and then she has all these posters and everything. And I think for like the Christmas before she got killed, she got those like LED strip lights that all the kids wanted, and she had them up on the corners of her ceiling. And the mom was like, I haven't had the wherewithal to turn them off, so they've been on, just lighting up her room in the shade of pink or whatever color she left them at for what, like 8 years. You know, it's.
I mean, I get it. The woman we met last night in the Denny's lost her son 10 years ago, and then she revealed she had other kids. But if I I would be out. I'd be like, I'm not staying here anymore. If I lost those family members specifically, I'd be like, yeah, I'm done, and I would be thrilled to be done. I wouldn't be like, oh, it's tragic. I'm like, no, why would I want to be here?
Well, thank y'all guys for making me so very depressed. I'm going to leave now. I've got to go pee and have a cigarette before I drive across town and go get my MRI.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's some heavy stuff for me to take with me. Thank you so much.
Watch Blackfish, where they take advantage and abuse orcas.
That's awful too. That's so sad.
They just abuse animals for like hours and hours and hours a day.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave you on a good note. We'll leave you on.
I got one. In Southeast Asia, a lot of countries are now passing laws to criminalize the tourist attractions of riding elephants, as it causes them like painful scoliosis later on in life. And now we are probably on the verge of having no more elephants being abused for the entertainment of people, especially fucking tourists.
Yeah, that's very good. I like elephants. That's good to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your show.
Have a good test.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yay.
Thank you, cat lady.
I studied for it.
Good.
I made my brain this way. Moon Money. How about Gingerbread Man?
I've not seen either yet. I know which ones you're talking about. Gingerbread Man and Evil Bong. They're both, I think, full moon movies. And I would like to see them, but I haven't yet. There's only so much time.
Did I get hit with recycled content? I did tell that story like a week ago about the elephants.
On bus, probably not on this show.
I was here.
Really?
Yeah, it was like last Wednesday. I brought it up.
Okay. Living after losing a kid, you have children. Yeah, no, that's different. Yeah. If you have other kids, but it's, yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, this woman told us her story and we talked about it earlier in the show. And I she was great. She's a great waitress and she was really great to talk about and talk to. And, whatever, Westworld, the original Westworld movie. And then there was Future World. Today's kids only know Westworld from the HBO show, but the movies, which were written by Michael Crichton, who also wrote Jurassic Park and Sphere and all kinds of great movies, and books. That Westworld was a really cool movie, as was Future World. So
there's a movie I have to watch. City of Ember. Did you read that book at all?
No, I've heard of the title, but I don't know what it is.
The premise, it's kind of, this is gonna sound maybe a little cringe. Me reading that book when it came out is what motivated me to like write stories growing up. Like I like to write little short stories and stuff.
Yeah.
The premise is it's a society where there is no sun, there is no moon. There's just the glowing light in the sky, and no one knows why that light's there. We just know that we have to like power the engines here in the city to keep that light aglow. Turns out some type of war or calamity happened on Earth, and it drove people underground, right? And they forgot their history of ever not being underground. And only a select set of society knows, oh, eventually we can leave the underground system. But every common person is just like, this is what life is. Life is just where we are. Nothing else is out there. Stars don't exist. They don't know any of this stuff. But one boy, he's like, I'm questioning everything. He's like 15 or something. And he finds these like tunnel ways in the city that eventually leads him to escaping the underground. I want to watch that movie. I saw that there was a movie on a TikTok clip like a week ago, and apparently the movie came out in 2008. So I really should.
It sounds and it makes you wonder what is the stuff we haven't been told about our existence, that we're just used to this, but maybe there's all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
Have we seen Markiplier's Iron Lung yet? No, I have not seen it yet. I have the game and I know what the story is, and I am looking forward to seeing it. I think it's probably streaming, but I want to watch, I'm really excited to watch The Housemaid. I like movies like that. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Sleeping with the Enemy. There's kind of like women in peril thrillers from the 90s. I haven't seen those. They even, Halle Berry used to make a bunch of them, and then they just kind of stopped. But The Housemaid is what it's called. Apparently has that vibe, and it's real twisty turny, and it's very crowd pleasery. So I'm looking forward to watching it. It's out now on.
So I was saying The
streaming.
Giver. The Giver movie?
Yeah. Oh, Single White Female. I remember that. They're remaking that actually. Yeah, but they're not remaking it Single White Female because I think the lead is a black lady now. But it's like single. I don't think it's called Single Black Female, but it's called something. But it's a remake. You should check out Silo. You know what, Panda? I watched a few episodes. I loved Rebecca Ferguson, but I'm kind of over these long, slow burn TV series that are like, what's the mystery? And it's just like, like Lost really brought it to the fore, at least for a while. And then it just kind of, everything was that. And so Silo, I know it's good, but I can't watch another show where I'm like, oh, what will be revealed? What's outside the silo? I'm just,
Yeah. The City of Embers came out, I think 2004 or maybe 2002, the book, and then it was a film in 2008. But yeah, it follows like a similar premise. Although in that series, the book series, you do you get to see what's outside, right? It goes, I think, City of Embers, and then he finally escapes at the end of the book. And there's, I think, City of Sparks, and then there's another. I think there's a third book. I didn't get to read the third book. Oh God, what are the odds? I can't. Yeah, what's up with Twiggy? I see.
Oh, the hit ABC show Lost.
Fuck.
Well, that's because it's been changed to the hit ABC show The Good Doctor. So I've remapped his meme. So
Jeff, we are obviously going over time. I don't know how you feel. How are you feeling?
I'm getting tired because I didn't get any sleep last night, so I want to go sleep before I get up and do some other work. I got work to do besides this. I mean, this is work too, but we weren't prepared for this. So we'll stay on the air if we get. I'm going to go pee. If we get $250 by the time I get back from urinating with a Diet Coke, we'll go another hour. How about that, Tech?
You said how much money?
$250.
You heard it here first, chat.
I'll be right back.
Let's get one single $250 donation. What do you want to see me do for it? Shall I dance? Would you like to see me lean back in my chair? Lift up the stomach. Yeah, here she is. Here's that stomach for you. Here we are. Together at last. LOL urinating. I just woke up. Keem didn't fire Tommy, did he? You talking about Tommy C? I don't think so. I also didn't watch Cafe this morning. I woke up like 10 minutes before the show. 250. Jaffe texting harder than Keem. True. But, from that 250, Keem gets a cut. We get a cut. It's a cut. At the end of the day, it sounds worth it. 250 to extend, guys. Yeah! 250. We can do it. He was on Cafe this morning. That's good. Your mama cooked tech on Pit last night. He is on a rager. Yeah, let your mama get some content. He's been working hard. All right, I'm glad to provide some content for your mama. What inspired you to make the Uppies cam? I just thought it'd be funny. I was like, you know what? I don't ever see like these wild camera angles from other people. So I was like, I'll do it. If you could see what this looks like, there's this light pole that we have in my studio for getting the light on my face and shit. And it goes all the way to the ceiling. And then attached to it, like a weird branch of a tree, is this other camera arm. And then there's an Elgato face cam up there. It's like a 4K camera. And it's just chilling, looking down at me. Also, I like to look at myself when I'm playing video games, just in case there's someone behind me. You never know. Tech still owes Uppies from back in the day. All right, well, here, one Uppies. Let me move the Discord pop out. Discord pop out. Put Jaffe over here. Chromagato, you did not get a tan while at Texas, huh, hermano? I got sunburnt on my hands a little bit. You can't really see it. I got some weird sunburn bumps. But no, I don't like being outside. Being outside kind of sucks. I did all my outside time when I was in my youth. I thought Fuba Phantom stuff was a breakup. Why is Tina inserting herself like this? Is it a throuple? Holy shit, would that be the worst porn I would have to watch? I would have to watch it if that was recorded. Nah, text too small, cord Justin feeder. Oh, true. Jeff, what do you think about my stomach?
I don't.
Well, think about it right now.
I don't want to.
Just give it a thought.
I want Diet Cokes. We're at Diet Cokes.
I can go to the store after this if you want.
You guys have a real problem because I got a new issue of The Onion.
The Onion?
Oh, it smells so good. So do we make our money goal or no?
While you were gone, we made $200. Chromagato for $200.
Shut up.
It was $2.
Slipknot orders Trump to stop using their masks during rallies. Come on now. That's good stuff. All right.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Galactico, Tech just wanted to say you are not probably try hard no more. You at Fat Camp was quality entertainment, especially after getting humbled. You think I'm humbled? I'm the king shit. I'm still him. I'm still the mans that I was the day before, that day, the day after. I'll be that day, the day of. Panda-eyed.
Hey, Panda, thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Very generous, man. Thank you for the super chat. Let's extend. Well, we would, but we got to make our goal, and we're not going to make our goal probably. But we do appreciate that. The first sip of Diet Coke in the morning, Large Marge. You goddamn right. 100%. What is it with people over a certain age and the phrase, come on now? I don't know, man. I've been saying that forever. Somebody even made me a piece of art that says, come on now. I don't know if that was
Oh, Kalo in the chat says, Tech, what do you think of the Twitch streamer that thinks she's a dog? Do you know about this, Jaffe?
No, but I don't think she really thinks she's a dog.
I have seen this. Her name is Meowdalin. I'm pretty sure
she's
that's
a big fat girl.
About.
Fat girl?
No.
Okay.
Meowdalin has been doing this like puppy play thing for quite some time, I think recently she got a little bit more extreme with it. I think I think if I show you, I'll have to show you. Here, let me get you an image, Jaffe.
Anna G, it was 250, but at this point, because of the very generous Panda Eye, we'll just say 200.
Take a look, Jaffe.
I noticed Xylee says it a lot too. I don't know.
Jaffe?
I'm watching. Let me see. Yeah, I'm watching. Oh, this is not who I was talking about. Okay, what about her?
Well, if you look at this, she has like these like reaction things you can donate for, like giving her head scratches.
Okay. Good for her. It's a gimmick. Good for her.
No, it's not a gimmick. She lives like this. She's done some collabs with other content creators where
It's a gimmick. You know how I know it's a gimmick? Because dogs don't know how to stream.
Okay, all right. I hear what you're saying. She doesn't believe she's actually a dog.
Yeah.
But she made false allegations against Turkey Tom. I did not know about this. But yeah, she plays it up. She's part of that community.
Good for her. We should bring her on this fucking show. I like weird stuff like that. Liberal says smoke Elijah. See, this is the problem with non-liberals. You don't understand. Well, liberals have a problem with it too, but you don't understand the messaging. You're very easily manipulated. Liberals will not fight for her right to become a dog. We will fight for her right to express whatever the fuck she wants to express, as long as she doesn't hurt anybody else. What you hear is, we think she's actually a dog. We think that there are really kids in grammar school who think they're cats and have litter boxes. We don't think that. What we think is what your party was supposed to be the party of, which was freedom from government tyranny. We think leave people alone, let them do what the fuck they want to do. They're not hurting anybody. Shut the fuck up. Nobody needs you fucking parenting anybody else. Go parent your own goddamn kids. That's what we think. You fucking moron. God, I hope you die tonight.
Holy.
Well, come on now.
Bit much.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah, that one hits a little harder.
Yeah.
What are we doing for Easter, Jaffe?
4th of July? Easter's so funny because as a non-religious person, I remember working on God of War, and there was this one of the producers was like, you would have thought it was Christmas. And I'm like, dude, it's Easter. Like, I'm not mocking it now. I just didn't know Easter was such a big deal to people. And so I was just like, I don't know, maybe we'll take the kids for an Easter egg hunt, and that's it. It's just it's a Temu holiday. And this guy's like, no, the whole neighborhood is like, it's a block party, and somebody dresses up as Jesus and comes out of a paper mache cave and
what
shit.
The
and I'm like, really? I'm like, this is some serious shit. It's like Halloween for them.
Historically, I've heard a number of complaints about you with work and holidays. Didn't you find it like you have a story about how someone at your company, or I think you guys wanted like a day, like people wanted a day off for Arbor Day. Is that right?
No.
Well, there was a story you gave on a stream, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, where
Arbor Day?
It was Arbor Day. It was one of those like actual like D tier holidays. And I guess I think this is like Bartlett Jones. I think this is like the when you already had left doing Twisted Metal, that the team wanted a day off for a holiday that made no sense. No. Do you remember this story?
No, we absolutely gave the whole studio, we shut it down when it was election day, which seemed the right thing to do, and we could afford to do it. But no, I don't remember.
I gotta find this story. But you were talking about how like they had asked you, they'd come up to you while you were in your office and said, "Oh, are we getting so and so day off for the holidays?" And you're like, "What fuck? Who the fuck doesn't work through?" And I thought it was Arbor Day.
No.
Oh well, fuck me. Maybe I'm misremembering, or you've lost that memory of your life.
I could be, but I would remember that. Most people get a day off for Easter. I don't think so, because Easter is usually on Sunday, right?
Well, yes, isn't it always Sunday?
Yeah. And then Easter is celebrating the day after 3 days after he was crucified, he comes back to life. Passover celebrates, even though it's a Jewish holiday, it celebrates the Last Supper and the the angel of death passing over the homes of the Jews when they sent the plagues to the Pharaoh,
And they had the things on
and
their
they all
door.
kind of bookend each other. So, but
Do you
come on, what
do you know
are we
what
doing in 2026 still believing in this stuff? We can celebrate it. We should celebrate the values of it. We should celebrate the fact that we don't know what's happening and we would like some comfort. Hell, I'd love to believe that my dog that died, I'll get to somehow engage with that energy again. That would be fantastic. But I'm not going to fucking tell myself there's a goddamn rainbow bridge and there's a goddamn doggy heaven. Is there? Maybe. But I don't have any fucking evidence of that. Neither do you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can hope for it. And we can hope that maybe that's a metaphorical version of what's going to happen eventually when we all die. But come the fuck on.
Jeffy, are you familiar with the national holidays? Do you think there's any national holidays that we can probably stop making them national holidays?
Well, I think President's Day should absolutely change to become a make election holiday.
The third Monday of February?
November.
What?
It should move to the first Tuesday in November, and when there's an election, you're off. But when there's not, that's just when we have President's Day. There's no reason to have a President's Day holiday.
Do you know what President's Day is about?
Alexa, stop. No, I don't care.
It's George Washington's birthday. But it's not even George Washington's birthday because it happens every third Monday in February. Right? So it's not even like a set day. Like he wasn't like this year it was February 16th. I think he was born on like the 19th or something. But they're just like, yeah, fuck it, every third Monday.
So I think that's one that probably should be changed.
What about Labor Day? You give a fuck about Labor Day?
Well, isn't labor celebrating labor or the unions or something?
It's about like union workers or something. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know.
That's
like who
worth
cares?
Celebrating.
Why?
I don't know. I think the more time people can get off from work and still get paid, the better. God knows think about the conversation we're having. How many fucking loopholes, how many get out of jail free cards do the corporations get? I'm not going to sit here and deny workers of those corporations a single goddamn moment where they get finally something. Hell, they deserve a hell of a lot more, and the corporations deserve to have their asses handed to them legally. But since they write the laws, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Strangle Toast says technically you're allowed to leave without repercussions on election day, but you have to go back to work. I don't know if that's a federal law. I know in Nevada, every company I've worked with will have like a rule that says during election day, you can leave work for up to, I think it's 4 hours to like go vote. And if it goes longer than that, you're still paid for the 4 hours, but you have the time needed to do your voting. So they'll pay you for half a day if it takes all day.
But there shouldn't be work. That should be a national holiday. It should absolutely be easier to vote. I'm not saying it should be easier because a lot of Republicans will hear that and go, "Oh, you just want to game the system." No, I really don't. I'd like it to be as easy for me to vote as it is for people who live in rural Georgia or college campuses. And we've talked about this before, but my voting experience compared to what I see on the news when people are having to wait hours just to cast a ballot, it's a ridiculous. It's so. If you don't need another example, if you need another example, a good horrible example of class privilege, there it is. It's utterly vulgar that is the way it is. So.
Yeah, there's a ton of holidays that exist that are recognized, I guess, but they're not national holidays. Like they're not like federally observed. Do you know what holiday is on February 5th every year, Jaffe?
No.
It's National Shower with a Friend Day.
Okay.
Created by a water filtration company to suggest promoting water conservation efforts. Shower with your buddy. I something like "Don't make the floor muddy" or I don't know, some slogan they have.
I think Star Wars should be May the 4th. I think that is not an official holiday, but it should be. And I think March 10th for Mario. I think we need more pop cultural holidays. Is what we need. Pop culture holidays.
Okay. There's just a ton of stupid holidays. National Bubble Wrap Day is on the last Monday of January. You're supposed to dress yourself up in bubble wrap attire and let friends pop you. National Measure Your Feet Day is January 23rd. Yeah. Measure your feet. National Pass Gas Day is January 7th. We're out of content, aren't we?
No, I'm just not interested in this content. But I'm tired, man.
Let's go take a nap.
And we lied and we said we would only go long if we made money, and we didn't make money, so we're liars. It makes me sad.
Yeah, that's true. I
like that Natasha Johnson and her husband, she said it's raining where they are and they're just chilling in bed watching the show. Natasha Johnson, we're talking to you through your TV and your husband. We see you. We're not supposed to tell you, but we can see you. Put some clothes on. You're not wearing no pantyhose. Okay. The bro says, can we make March 19th National Push Tech Protect Down Day?
That's not allowed. We cannot do that. Don't suggest that ever again in my presence. Here, I got something for you. Tune into this. Click this stream.
Okay.
Famous game developer David Jaffe plays a game about dogs in heaven.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
There's my kid. There's my baby
with his daughter. After the passing of their family dog, let's watch Jaffe's skills. Going through.
Well, I was okay. Just so you know,
in a kid's game.
I wasn't angled at the TV, so I had this weird angle because I don't usually share
stereoscopic effects
so I was sitting over there.
Whatnot. All right, let's hit play.
You know, they don't last forever, but I did. Hang on. I was a little shocked by how fast his health went away. I mean, it was so quick. Oh shit! Come on now. It's hard to get up the ramp, you fuck.
I think that might be Cal.
God damn it, Jaffe. It's
okay.
hard to get
almost there.
than Metroid Dread. Come on.
Calvin wants to know how he joins. Just off in the Discord.
Well, we're on YouTube. We're not. Let me do this first. And you let me know, Sarah Ann, if you want to play. Yeah, but you know, fuck off.
Oh, there you go. Oh, almost.
You don't understand. It wasn't that I couldn't line up the jump. It was the fact that I was learning the controls and I was getting the dash button mixed up with the jump button. It wasn't the fact that I'm like, I don't know how to jump through the fucking, hole, man.
Yeah, this game is very sweet. I think the premise was fantastic. The execution.
After they get out of the proper heaven, it gets a little dull, and I couldn't finish it. But he gets a scent of his human who died, and he wants to go find his person in heaven. So it's a sweet little story, and I thought it would be a sweet little game, but it really needed a better pace to it. Look up, thank you, Zach. Look up Olivia Gray Conrath. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know who that is, but Tech can do that if he wants. Happy Fire, thank you for the very generous super chat. Tech, I support you in Crypt and Bus. I did just start watching Crypt during Fat Camp, but now I love the show. And if you leave Bus, I won't be watching anymore. Sending my love and congrats on engagement. Oh, right. Okay, but if you leave Bus, you won't be watching Bus. But you'll still be watching goddamn Crypt.
Yeah. Crypt is where it's at.
Crypt is the cool kid show.
I don't know who Olivia Gray... That sounds like a porn actress, no?
I don't know, might be. Maybe it is. Look her up.
Dead Dad Skeleton Road Tripper? Okay, what? My interest has been piqued.
What? Do I believe in reincarnation? I don't believe in it as it is. I don't believe in it in the literal sense of, I mean, I don't know. I'm agnostic on everything. Maybe that would be great, but I don't really believe like, oh, I came back, or I come back as David Jaffe, but in my previous life, I was, a policeman in Chicago in 1922, right? But, obviously there is literal reincarnation, which is we're all made up of Minecraft blocks. And at least from what we understand, those Minecraft blocks don't get destroyed, even though we do. So they do go into other things. And maybe there is some kind of conscious direction or consistency of where those Minecraft blocks go next. So I believe that there is that, as far as we know, until science proves otherwise. That seems to be a pretty well accepted scientific theory, but I don't believe from a standpoint of the literal interpretation at the moment. But hey, I'd be
By the
open
way,
to it.
again, thank you so much, Happy Free. Jeff, I looked up this person that Zach Brahmer recommended. I found a archive of a video, apparently. The premise is, when Olivia's dad died unexpectedly, she and her family set out to pursue and fulfill his unique death wish to become a skeleton in the science lab of his high school.
Say this again. I wasn't
so,
listening.
I guess the dad died unexpectedly, and he had left a specific death wish, which I think he was a teacher at a high school, and he wanted to become the skeleton used in the science lab.
Oh, that's cool. Did he?
I'm not sure. I'm barely getting into it.
I love that.
Oh God.
Book 2.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna share this screen with you. I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want to fuck up our copyright, whatever. Here's her dad's skeleton as they road trip across America.
Okay, cool.
With her dad's deceased body.
That's cool.
I guess she's showing some of the photos from the trip. I
mean,
I don't know.
I got no issues with it. I mean, that's what we are inside. Or at least that's part of what we are inside. I'm down. I think that's really neat. And I think it's neat that if he was a science teacher, he wants that there. But
he taught home ec or whatever.
Oh, that's a little weird.
I'm joking. I have no idea. I have no idea if he actually was a teacher. I'm assuming he was a teacher. But here she's going through all the
things
photos.
are wrong, says Barbary. What the fuck? That's horrific. But you don't get to decide what's wrong. See, this is the problem with politics right now. I don't want to do it, but stop judging people. She wanted to do it. Her dad wanted it. Lighten up. Leave people alone. That's what I would fucking say. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, no, here we go. Here's a post. It says, so I've been getting this question a lot. What is at Dead Daddy Trip? Hi, I'm Olivia, and this was my dad. He was a New York Times columnist for 27 years, but to me, he was just an incredible dad. 6 months after my wedding, my dad died unexpectedly and turned my whole world upside down. But my dad had a death wish, and not just any death wish. His wish was to become a skeleton in the science lab of his high school. He left no instructions, but my family and I were determined to figure out how to do this for him. We flew him to the University of Tennessee's Department of Forensics Body Farm, and then the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. This process took a long time, during which my mom was diagnosed with and died of cancer a year and a half after my dad died. While I was pregnant with my daughter, and my whole world had turned upside down again, I now had 2 small children, my stepdaughter, a dog named Bear, and recently my dad's skeleton was completed. I flew to DC with my aunt Erin and film crew, picked up my dad's skeleton, and met the man who put his bones together. Then I took my dad's skeleton on a road trip around DC, New York City, and even met my family. Why am I doing this? Because sharing my story has made me feel better, and I think it can help you too. So come with me as I journey through the happy, the sad, the funny, and the weird.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think it's kind of neat, man.
Is it
cool?
cool?
And here's the other thing I'll tell you is, when we said goodbye to my dog Friday, I thought I had closure over it, but they're actually, and I think it's a little creepy in some ways for them to go, we're going to take your dog out of the freezer, which they did. We're going to thaw him out. You guys show up and you can see your dog if you want. And we did because, Sarah didn't get to say goodbye. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to fucking see that. But then I said, no, I was there. I'm going to see it. And it was absolutely a wonderful experience. I got to see him again last night. It was kind of it's almost like there was the shock of him dying. And then I got to process that. And then I got to say a different kind of goodbye after the shock had worn off. And I really knew what was happening. And I had my wits about me to go in there, to rub his head, to play with his ears. He still smelled like the dog. He still smelled like Ace. It was a really great sense of closure and that's weird to some people. It's like, you're going to see your frozen fucking dead dog. I'm like, yeah. And I was creeped out by it until I actually got in the room, and I'm like, this was a very wonderful experience. For me anyway.
Yeah. And we talked about this at the beginning of the show when we called to prepare the viewing and all this. The lady at the front was like, your dog looks grotesque. He's gonna look
okay, but she wasn't that unhelpful. I mean, it was more like, okay, we just want to give you a heads up. He's been in the freezer. He's real stiff. His eyes are sunken in. He doesn't look like your dog anymore. He looks like a dead animal. And I think my ex was saying, well, is he decomposing? And they're like, well, kind of under the blanket, but you don't have to see that. You just want to see the head. So yeah, we were prepared for what? This awful zombie dog from Resident Evil.
But we get there, and me and Sarah, the only to go in first, he just looked like Ace. It looked like how he slept. His face was doing the whole droopy thing that his face did because he was an older dog with the jowls, the funny little jowls. So yeah, they just called Ace ugly. They were like, this dog looks done.
He was not an ugly dog. He was a beautiful fucking dog. And it was a delight to see him again. And I think Sarah really got a lot. I was really happy because she was at Fat Camp. So I was really happy she got to give him a goodbye that meant something to her. Fukin Star, welcome to Band World. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the very generous joining. Thanks, buddy. And then Moon Bunny with a very generous super chat coming in saying, just imagine she accidentally leaves a skeleton somewhere and has to go back and look through Lost and Found. Yeah, it ends up in a Spirit Halloween store. It's like, well, we're selling it.
Great.
It's $180. It's like, it's my dad. Yeah. Sure it is, buddy. $180. You ain't getting this for free. Alien B, thank you for the super chat. Very generous. I haven't washed the shirt I held my cat in when we put her down. It's been a year. Oh, I'm the same. We have a dog dish that still has peanut butter that I don't really want to wash because it was the last thing he ate. When we took him outside, he collapsed because, my ex was carrying his front and I was carrying his back on these kind of harness things, but we thought he could stand and he couldn't, and he collapsed in his own poop and it was diarrhea. So we, we cleaned it up, took him to the vet, blah, blah, blah. But the remnants of that poo is still out there. So when I was walking Courage, I stopped by it and I see it and I'm like, it's kind of like, oh, that's my baby's poop, So I get it. I get it, man. I get it, Alien.
What a moment to, because you said you almost teared up looking at the poop stain outside.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's my boy. Cheer. How do I do this name?
Chillery.
Chillery. Thank you, Chillery, for the very generous super chat. This is making me tear up, says Chillery. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm glad you chose to say that last goodbye. Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I absolutely am too.
Someone asked,
and I don't like the fact that Courage is behind the closed door right now. Courage should be free to roam and come in here and play with me.
I think he's sleeping with Sarah again.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Someone asked what kind of dog was Ace. Ace was the best dog, is what he was. But he was a Great Dane and a Black Lab mix.
He was a Labradane, is what they called him.
Labradane. Big, happy guy. He was. The last year it really was super nice to see. He became very playful because we moved in with Courage. You know, Courage is a 5-year-old dog now. But he was getting Ace to move around and jump around, get on the couch, play with balls. They did like tug a rope a couple times, you know. Really brought the energy out of him. You know, Great Danes.
I mean, you know, he had a great life as far as we can tell. And you know, so I mean, there's really nothing I can say about the experience that wasn't positive. If you can judge a dog's life as a human, and what else are you going to do? Yeah, he lived pretty much 12 years old. That breed usually lives 8 to 11, 8 to 13, depending on the mix of the parents, because he was a mutt, Labradane. I mean, he was bred to be a Labradane, but you know. You know, he lived a long life. We got him when he was a brand new puppy. He had nothing but love and food and attention. And, you know, what else are you going to do? So you know, it's time to go get a new one. Going down today to pick up a new dog.
My baby, Jaffe.
I know.
She came out. She hears us.
Oh, she watching the show?
Well, I don't know, but she heard us talking about Ace, and you know, she gave me the saddest little.
Well, tell her I want my Courage dog. Tell
Sarah,
her to give me my.
Your dad wants to see Courage.
I need to see a dog. God damn it! Can I show you a pic of Ace? Probably.
I can pull one up.
Tech probably has an easier.
Yeah, I can do
one
it.
You can pull up. What happened to Maisie? Snuffles suffocated at my feet. Her lungs collapsed. Jesus. You called your husband Snuffles? Oh, that is bad, Maisie. I'm sorry, buddy.
Your dad wants to know if he can see Courage because
I want to see Courage. Periods. Yeah. Oh, my dog has to have an echocardiogram. He has a cyst that needs to be removed, but he has an enlarged heart. His heart beats too fast. He's on meds. Yeah, the dog before Ace was Austin, and he just would collapse because he had congestive heart failure. And we thought he was dead, and you put peanut butter under his nose and he'd get back up. But, you know, it was hey, there's the baby. Courage. I miss you. Come here. Now you're sitting there now.
Come
here. Oh, the baby.
Here's the
Courage.
two dogs. Ace is the bigger black dog on the bed.
He's fine. He's fine.
There's Courage at the foot of the bed.
Oh, the babbies.
Both happy, looking up at the camera. I think this photo is from the second day of us moving here.
I don't know.
This is fairly old. It's the second day we moved to San Diego. So this is the second day Ace got to meet Courage, and they became
quick show with Tech for a few
quick
minutes?
friends. They were quick friends.
The babies, they're the best.
Yeah,
they're the best. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we sending this show to someone, or are we wrapping it up, or what are we doing?
Up to you.
I think I'm going to go play with the dog.
Yeah,
unless we need incentive to stay on the air at this point. Yeah. It's time. We
Cynthia
adopted
Breyer.
a one-eyed little kitten. Thank you so much, Cynthia. 2 weeks after our kitty of 15 years passed. I know I don't need a new dog right now, but it ain't going to be long. It ain't going to be long, man. They're the best. They're the best parts of this world, except your kids, of course. I'm in bed with my soul dog. She's asleep on my arm, says Lana. Oh, baby. The baby dog. Yeah. The babies. They're good. They're good. My lab mix is currently 16. She's old as shit, says Becca Tacos. And every time I think it's the end, she goes down and makes a deal with the devil and comes back. You goddamn right. Yeah, so we can
we can send it over to LolCow Hero.
Sarah, you want to give these to Courage? Eggs?
No, he'll
Oh,
throw
okay.
up. He does not
He'll
eat
throw
eggs
up,
well.
okay. All right.
Yeah, we can send over to LolCow Hero. We need to get diet sodas, and we need to play with the dogs.
Right. So, fellas, that's the show. Thank you so much for watching Little Cow Crypt. We'll be back tomorrow. Kimmy sounds like she's going to head back pretty soon. We'll get her back on the show.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats and chats in general and spending some time with us this morning. We certainly do appreciate it. That's all I got, man. We'll be back tomorrow. And why don't hear Sting to play us out?
I don't know a Sting song. That's my best attempt.
It's a Bill O'Reilly thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Who's Bill O'Reilly?
Not Bill Wright. I don't know. I'll tell
Who's
you
that
later.
guy?
You know the guy. You know the meme where he's like, "Fuck it, we'll do it live."
We're doing it live.
What
Anyways.
preceded that was he was pissed off because he was reading the teleprompter and he's like, "Here's Sting to play us out," and then he's yelling at his producer, "What the fuck does that mean?
Oh.
Play us out. Play us out. What is that?" And he was a cranky old man, and
Okay.
that ultimately led to "Fuck it, we'll do it live. We're doing it live."
We're doing it live. All right, bye everybody. We love you. Good night. Good evening. Good everything. Good fucking. Let's go play with dogs, Jaffe.
Indeed.
Bye everyone.